Whoa. Hey, gamers. Whoa.
I had to get to gamer mode. I was in real voice mode for a little bit. I played some Deadlock today with a friend, and I had to activate my normal. I had to be normal voice, guys. Real voice star is crazy. You know, I'm noticing now. I guess I've always known this, but like the stream, it's not really. I don't think I'm doing a voice, but I am. I'm doing. There's like this tone, and then the tone that everyone else hears in normal voice is more like this. It's more down here. I don't know if you can hear a difference, or if like that's automatic, but like that's just what. I don't know. I just noticed that's a thing I do. I mean, I guess I've always known it, but like, I think it was the Portal stream when we had Turtle and we were playing Portal 2 for the co-op. And I was talking in real voice for a second. I think it spooked some people. I think it spooked everybody. Who is? I can't see the name because it's freaking Discord. That's fine. I'll find out who's saying that in Discord later. But yeah. We're here, gamers. It's been a minute. I've been. This one could go off the rails, or it could be. I was unspooked. Do you mean like you expected it, or like what? What does unspooked mean? All right, okay. Let me do my tweet outs to the universe real quick, because this stream's been taken a bit of preparation. Okay. You have no idea. Okay. There's the hubris of myself to be like, okay, I can make this in like 2 hours. I could not make this game in 2 hours. I can make it in a couple hours. I made it like a day, basically, right? I basically spent yesterday procrastinating and doing other stuff, and then at the very the very end of the day, like all the way into freaking night, I'm like, all right, time to crunch out this Donkey Kong / Puyo game thing, and I'm like, okay, Donkey Kong game took about 2 hours to make. How about this Puyo? How do we make Puyo work for a Donkey Kong game? And guys, I tried making a Tetris game, and I learned this lesson before, and I'm learning this again with Puyo. Do not underestimate puzzle games, dog. Do not underestimate puzzle game mechanics, man. All right, I was in the freaking mines, dude. I had to do like a freaking math, like a quantitative equation to figure out how to make a Puyo work. Okay. Oh god. You get my ideas? I mean, well, so here's the thing. We'll get into it later, but right now we'll get to it, right? Basically what I've done is I've made a couple of basic scripts we can work off of, right? The basic ideas of both games are there. They function, and we can play them. We can win the game and we can lose the game, and the game can restart, right? Very very basic, all right? But we'll get into it. So, also I think this might make sense for like a two-parter stream. So this is part 1. We're doing part 1 today, and then we can do maybe part 2 if we really like where this is going. But for now, let me we'll listen. We'll get it together. All right. Any new concepts? We can figure it out. But I need to pull up like a whiteboard to really draw it out, because that's how we do it. You know, that's how we do game designing. But okay, hold on. The hell am I watching? Is that a football? Why is that guy a football? Okay, I don't like football, man. Don't like football, man. All right, let's see. Making a game, but it's Puyo and Donkey Kong? Question mark? Whoa, what is wacky? I should put like a thumbnail on my face. And Donkey Kong at the same time. Making a game with Puyo at the same time. Is the stream sound okay, by the way? Are we doing chill right now? Just trying to make sure everything's chill. You can help with the. How do I make it to live? Yes. Okay. Cool. Hangouts and help make it live, and then this time I want to put the link inside the tweet this time. See that? Watch this. I want to put the tweet the link to the stream inside the tweet, and now we'll see how this does as opposed to the other thing. And then I'll just oh, that's me. It's me. And then I'll put my cool thumbnail that I made. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna copy and paste this into the blue sky. Bam. Poyo, what the freak? Okay, and then Tumblr. I have to do a little bit of reformatting to make Tumblr work, but it works. Just gotta making game, but it's Puyo Puyo and Donkey Kong at the same time? Question mark. Live. But this is one heck of a concept stream. It's been a minute since we had a big idea stream, you know, with big ideas going on. But this is a big idea, let me tell you. Big crazy idea, but I think it'll work out. I feel confident in our ability to put together, you know, at least this to the scope of what we're doing today. Video games for streamer live streaming. Let's say what's a good tag for this? Game making? Unity? Trans Unity? That's not what Unity. That's what the Unity engine is. What the frick? Oh wait, I should have made this just chatting, because there's no like, you think, okay, hold on, what would this stream, was it the stream count as just chatting, or is there a software thing? Because I saw there was one of those, but I'm gonna switch it to just chatting, because I feel like that's better for people, right? I'm not software developing today. I mean, I'll be doing that stuff on the back end, but today we're not getting right into the code, because the code is a bit just chatting. Yeah, I think just chatting is a little easier. Making help. Okay. All right. Let's post on Tumblr. Let's post on. I'm gonna put hashtag. It's fine. It's fine. I'll put Puyo. And on Twitter. There we go. Everybody's been posted. All right. We've almost run out of music. You know, a good 10 minutes to post everything, and I feel pretty confident. Alright, give me a second. Okay, all right. I might need to take a little break, like a little stretch before we start. But let's get in. Let's just get into it. Let's just do it. Hi everybody. I forgot to do, hold on. I gotta do the intro real quick. Hold on. Hey guys, I should have started on the close-up, but hey everybody, welcome back to another day in London. It's not as bad, but we're still kind of in it, gang. It's not great. It's not great in England. I gotta tell you, not fantastic. I went for a walk yesterday. Worst day of my life. Okay, I went for a walk. I went to go grocery shopping to buy groceries. Worst idea I ever had. I gotta tell you, it was crazy. It was insane. Don't do that. I shouldn't have done it. You know, I was like, I'm a little hungry. I could use like a full English breakfast, some sausage, you know, a little egg. I regret it, dude. I regret it, man. It's freaking hell out there, dude. It's hell out there. It's not a crisis city anymore. It's like regular fire level. I mean, yeah, I guess, but still, you know, it's like Jungle from Sonic 3. Can I get a picture of the jungle from his hair? Can I get a Sonic 3 jungle fire? Can I get a picture of that instead? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, hold on, I got you. Hold on, let me... A GIF? Why a GIF? I don't want a GIF of this. I just want a picture. Damn. This is a good looking background, by the way. For the freaking, for the jungle fire. Hey, where's my Crisis City? Hold on. Oh, that's the, okay, that's the image loop. How do I, oh, there it is. Okay, let me delete this. Hold on. Look at that one. Look at that picture. Here, hold on, don't worry, I got you. Hold on. There we go. There. Is this more accurate? Oh, it's a little small. There we go. Guys, gamers, it's the jungle's on fire. It's hot out here. Anyway, welcome to the stream. Back from one of these. Today and only today. Only today. Maybe another day. But right now, we're gonna test it out today. Our first game, or not our first. Today, we're gonna be making a video game, gamers, or at least, or just let's say more specifically. Right, I've already made a video game. We're going to be designing it today. That's right. Ooh, that kind of sounds kind of loud when I put my earbuds on. Okay. But yeah, we're going to be designing a video game today. So in terms of what the scope of today's stream is, we're going to be designing a level, one level at a time. Then we're going to be maybe designing some of the visuals, getting some of the music down. There you go. That's it, basically. So level design, music, visuals. That's what we're focusing on today, basically. I've ordered the bones of the game are there, and if you want to add a new mechanic or two, I can do that for you. I got a couple tricks we can get into and do some quick, small attachments. What the characters look like? Well, they don't look like anything right now. They look like whatever you want them to look like. They don't. They're literally just squares right now. There's squares and triangles and circles, like literal placeholder elements, because we're gonna be making them today. That's the plot. Is that hold on, sorry, is that a Simpsons segment that parodies the Joker? I don't like that. Can we stop referencing things on the Simpsons, please? I'm not a fan of that. But yeah, we can show you the game. Do you want to, okay. Is there anything in the universe that we can talk about before we get into the video game? Because we can get right into it if we need to. But I do kind of want to take a break from the game making for just a moment. You know, I've been making this freaking game since this morning, and I want to chill out a little bit. Just a little tiny bit. Any like fruits of labor, of love that we can examine today. I send something in standard content. Perfect. All right, let me set up the page here. 2 things. All right, great. That's a great way to start a good way to start today's stream. Man, guys, if only I could afford Sonic Generations, dude. I would play Sonic Generations so good, dude. Okay, where, capture. That's my Discord. Oh no, you saw Unjammer Lammy. She was real. Okay. Let's see what's up with this. Is this, can you get... Okay, audio's there. All right. Let's see what's up with the hyper standard content. So we have. Remember that time Stan Lee dressed as Revolver Ocelot to present Kojima with an award? Is this for Snake? Oh wait, no. This is. Oh my god, he's crazy. Revolver Ocelot. Okay, that's okay. Well, first off, I don't think he says that, Stan. I don't think Revolver Ocelot says that, but okay, man. Okay, Stan.
Tonight, we honor the creator of the fantastic Metal Gear franchise, Hideo Kojima.
Also, -1 woke point. He called it a franchise. That's right, gamers. I'm putting a war in the word franchise. Okay, I'm going to war with the singular word franchise. Highest amount of aura to ever exist. It's true. Stan Lee is kind of like, he's kind of like that. He's like insane, dude. We love Stan Lee. There's no way he actually played Metal Gear Solid. I think he did. I think he knows. Well, so here's the thing, right? I remember there was a God of War 3 like behind the scenes video. Stan Lee is in that video for behind the scenes for God of War, but he didn't make the game. They just literally, what they did is that they're making God of War 3, right? And then at some point in the documentary, they just invite Stanley into the studio. They show him some concept art and goes, "That's pretty hype. Good job, guys. Excelsior," and he just leaves, and that's it. He gave them his blessing, and that's it. I think it's the same deal. I think it was the same deal, right? I think there was just a ton. I think there's so many video games out there that had just been developed, right? These massive, incredible blockbuster games, and then like Stanley they just go, "Hey, Stanley, what do you think about this?" And he comes in and goes, "Pretty hype, pretty good. I like that. That's pretty okay then," and just leaves, and that's it. He just gives it a blessing. That's what he's all he does in the God of War 3. And I imagine that's what he did for Metal Gear Solid. Maybe not like the first. I think this is either for Metal Gear Solid 4 or Metal Gear Solid like 1. Revolver Ocelot isn't an old man. I don't think Revolver Ocelot is younger in 3. How old is, hold on, Revolver Ocelot MGS1? What does he look like in the first? Okay, yeah, no, this is roughly MGS. So this is either really, really early PlayStation or like we're talking like PS3. I'm assuming this is PS3, right? For Metal Gear Solid 4, right? This is 4. Yeah, that looks like that's okay. That's not quite it. It looks like he's doing this. Revolver Ocelot, Liquid. I mean, that's a little older, but you know, it seems like he's hitting. That's what Stan's going for. Yeah, he's kind of doing that. He's kind of giving that a little bit. What else does Stan say? Let's see. What else?
We honor the creator. It is my great pleasure to introduce a creator, an innovator, and an awesome dude.
And an awesome dude.
Recipient of the Legend Award presented by Jeep. Hideo
Presented by Jeep.
Kojima.
Wow, it's Hideo. Here it comes, guys. Damn, he looks weird. He looks real normal here. Bro, dude, that Metal Gear Solid 5 really changed this guy. He really took some shots from Metal Gear Solid 5 when Konami hated him and there was like beef between him and Konami. He really became a different person. That does not look like the Kojima I know, dude. This is before the war, Kojima, dude.
Hi everyone.
Hi, Kojima. Hi, Kojima.
It is a great honor to
He seems so youthful here. He seems so full of life.
receive the Legend Award. My dream as a child was to go to space. My dream as a teenager was to shoot films. As
Okay.
a young man, I have encountered games. Since then, I have been creating.
That's true. He said he was always wanted to be a movie guy, and that's why he references movies so much. But you know, it's I mean, you love to see it, Kojimbo. I imagine Kojima and Stanley would have been a little tight. I don't know like later years Stanley, because Stanley was kind of put on lockdown and then juiced for all the Marvel in his bones, in his bloodstream for like the final years of his life. But I'm sure Kojima and like what's his name walked off camera and had like they went off, dude, because like they're kind of, Stanley I think is the kind of he's like the kind of like slightly political guy who would be kind of into Kojima's like highly political like video game thing.
I have turned 40 this past year. My dream right now is keep on creating games until I die.
Oh, okay. Ooh. Okay. Sure. That's what he's up to, I guess. I mean, so far he hasn't not done that until I die.
That is why I am very happy to receive this award.
Oh, that was wholesome. That was a nice wholesome moment. I appreciate it. Thank you, Kojima. I should finish Metal Gear Solid 3. That game is awesome. What is this? Evil neighbor kills man on bank holiday week. Okay, now what does the bank holiday weekend have to do with the kill here? I'm curious. What is the bank? Why? What is it? Why do we need why? Okay, hold on. So hard. Sorry. So okay. Let's take this easy. Let's look at this for what it is. Okay. This guy makes fantastic short films. I know about this guy. I haven't seen everything he's made. I haven't checked in on him in a minute, but is this what he's up to? I remember he used to be like, my son, like you get in a car crash and he goes, no, my son, and he would like scream and cry and pretend his son like died in various accidents, which was hilarious. So what are we on to, like, is he like doing like vaguely topical like murder humor now? Okay. Oh, okay. I get it. He gets knocked out. He goes in the pool. Average guy. It's a bank holiday. So bank holiday. Who's that? Is that the villain? Is that the bad guy? He took a big drink. Okay, he's paid. Okay, I'm gonna get copyrighted for this. Wait, what is happening? Actually, here, I'm just gonna mute this and play some other music over it. The new one is my favorite. It has a man getting hit by football energy. Yeah, you're right. I should probably mute it. I'll mute it here. So we'll just watch this. So I hope the live stream, like the YouTube stream, get taken down. So we got man. He's drinking. Another good day in Barnsley, and okay, pulling out weeds. He goes, Okay, is that his gardener? What is happening here? Okay, he sets up a pool. Fills it with some water. The gardener continues to garden. He's cleaning out the ground there. He puts the balls in the pool. Okay. The bricklayer has laid the brick. He grabs brick. He goes, woof, what a hot day. And then the bricklayer throws a brick. Evil neighbor! Oh, I get it. Now it loops. And he goes, my brain. He falls in. Is that it? So that's it? Wow. It's brutal. Jesus, he just... So, okay. So, just to analyze what's going on here. So he's enjoying okay, I get it now. So he's enjoying his bank holiday. You know, his bank holiday weekend. He's like, all right, bro, gotta get a pint and sit on my lawn. You know, sit out back with the boys. And then his villainous neighbor, his evil neighbor, is, I guess, I don't know, I guess he's like cleaning his weeds out of his thing, or he's like he's putting out some bricks, laying some bricks on the floor. And then the neighbor, negligent and evil as he is, decides to go, well, I'm done with the bricks today. I'm done laying bricks today. Might as well just throw this one away. I think I'm done today. And then he just snipes with a brick. I like how the brick knocks the glasses onto his face, and you can see the very obvious cut to make them do that. Yeah, you're right. Oh yeah, they hit the glasses fall off, and he's like, oh wait, no, that was part of the tragedy is having the glasses end up in the water. This guy's fun. This guy seems fun. This guy seems fun, you know? Is he British? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this guy's British because he says bank holiday. So I'm assuming he's British. This guy would be kind of like a fun, like, this is the kind of energy you want for people who like teach in like universities or whatever. You know, this guy would make a great like video editing class. You know, how to edit videos. Like just a visual editing 101 class teacher. Love this. I love that the bricks are. I like that the bricks are also foam. You can see that the foam bricks, like, they move like foam when he picks it up here. It like kind of jiggles a little bit because they're so light and not brick like that you know, you could throw them. Also, that's like that brick. What the hell is that angle? It's like he like what. There's something wrong with the position of this brick. I feel like this brick was thrown 3 times. Like right here, look. 1, that's our 2. We threw it up in the air and it comes back down. So we move out of the way. So when it falls down, it looks like it's falling straight down. And then 3 is we have to position it above him now. So now we stand above him and we drop the brick instead. So the brick is now gone. I don't know. Fascinating, incredible. Wow. I will say I do miss big pool. I do wish I could get into a big pool, but that's one of the things that they don't tell you when you become a transgender. You become weak to water, like a witch, basically. You die from water, which is a shame. But yeah, you know, whatever. Anything else in the universe before we get the game making? Here, let me open up Unity real quick. Let me open up the Unity scene, and we can get right into it. Like Yoshi, yeah, they basically. But no, but like unironically, like, you know, swimming's cool. I'm not like a you know, a swimming hater. Obviously, I grew up on an island, so swimming was, you know, kind of a big part of like hanging out. But the problem is now that I have to, like, I don't know, like, think like what kind of swimsuit would I wear? Would I just like wear, like, because I can't wear like a tight one, you know, because then it'll show, because like I have to wear like a normal swimsuit now. You know what I mean? It means I have to go buy like a bikini top now, and I don't know how to do that. I don't know. I guess I'll have to someday, but for now, I'm kind of, I mean, I've accepted the fact that swimming is just a thing you can't do anymore. Not, at least not until like you look normal. That's kind of hard to say, but like there's you know, it's like a real thing. I don't know. One of those under talked about wacky transgender situations where it's like, okay, well, now I've transitioned a little bit. What swimsuit am I wearing to feel comfortable, but also not like hate myself? You know, what's the move? You know, very little discourse about this. I see discourse on Twitter about how trans women and trans men are fighting about or something or other. How trans men need to watch out for their misogyny, and how trans women need to watch out for their misandry. I don't know. It's whatever, dude. Tumblr's always yelling at each other. I understand there's nuances in these things, but that's not a conversation for me to have. And, you know, for better and for worse, I feel. So I don't really think I need to see it, really. You know, I'm a little more neutral. I'm a little more let live than let die. Live and let die. You know. Look what this Raven did. Look at this guy. Item +1 Raven. Look at that guy. Alright. We're opening Unity now. Is it gonna be open? It's almost open. But yeah, so the game we've made, I've recreated Donkey Kong in most the only thing I haven't recreated in Donkey Kong is, I think, some of the more unique behaviors and the power-ups. Like, I don't have the hammer basically implement. We can make the hammer if we want to, but for right now, it's just the jumping the barrels, Donkey Kong himself, and, you know, all the ladders. That stuff is all in there. But then there's also a Puyo Puyo mechanic, which is a little complicated, but it makes sense. It works, and we can design a level around it today. So I think we should start with the level designing, like just building it out. All right, it's up. All right, we got it. All right, it's up. All right, let me move everything to the side here. Let me move everything to this screen here so that I can see the chat and work and everything else. All right. Now, how do I make this like lookable? Let's see. Can I give you just this part? Okay, there we go. Okay, that's the Unity screen. Oh, the Unity screen is like kind of small. Here, let me stretch the fit screen. There we go. Let's play a more chill song for this, actually. That's pretty good. SMT classic. All right. Okay, so, okay. How do I zoom in? What's the best? I guess we should just do the side by side, the classic side by side, huh? All right, let's do it. There it is. All right, gamers. So let me introduce you to Unity. This is the wonderful program that you know, my little setup here is made in, but it's also the wonderful program that games like Cuphead and I'm trying to think. I think Monkey Ball, one of the Monkey Ball games, was made in this. You know what? Here, let's find a list. What's a list of like Unity games? Games made in Unity. Games made in Unity. Let's see. Let's see. Can I get like a good list here? Oh, Hollow Knight. Silk Song, made in Unity. It's another one. Was there a list? Let's see. What's the list looking like? Let me see. Okay. No, I just wanna find like a good. Hold on. Here we go. Wikipedia. There you go. Wikipedia will get it for us. Okay, so this is the Unity game engine. There are many games made in Unity, such as hold on, where are we going? Where are we going? I just want to list the games, please. Licensing, great. Runtime, great. Games. Pokemon Go. Okay, and see that's big. That's huge. We got Call of Duty Mobile, Cuphead. Okay. Global Conflicts Palestine. What the hell is the... Oh my god. They made a... What? Alright guys, maybe we shouldn't be using Unity. Oh my god. There's a game called Global Conflicts Palestine that was made in Unity, and I don't like... And it was made in 2008 to be fair, but oh my god, what a... Oh my Jesus, guys. No. Let's look for a better game, maybe. What? God, guys, I need a better list of games. I feel like I just bombed Unity's PR. But regardless, this is the game engine we're making stuff in. From what you can see here, let's see if I can organize this a little better to make it a little more stream friendly here. Yeah, you know what? Here, I'm gonna move the animator over to the right here. If these exist down here. I'm gonna put these at the edge, at the bottom of this here. It's gonna be a little unconventional for me because my layout is not usually like this, but I want to make sure that the game is as visible as possible. So there you go. That's the game screen. Basically, the inspector is getting a little crushed there, but it's okay. It's fine. Here, so this is the game stuff, right? And we can. Oof. Okay, hold on. Where's my Well, the animator's up there. Let me put that there. Okay, there we go. Oops, boost it up. All right, so this is gamers. This is the game. This is it. This is the game. This game right here. All right. Here. Let me let you hear. Let me let you hear it. Here, let me let you hear the game too, because there's some sound. I grabbed some sounds for it too. Where? There we go. All right, so here, let me show you what the game looks like so far. So this is it. So, I'll put it up here, and I believe there's controller support. So once we can release this. Ow. Okay. Yeah, that was a little short, but yeah, I got this. We have the iconic sounds in there. Donkey Kong sounds are in there. That's fine. Great. Might have to fix the timing on that a little bit, but basically, as you can see. We have our DK down here. He's the red triangle. We have the barrels, yellow triangle, yellow circles. We have like an obstacle that moves left and right. That's a yellow triangle, all upside down one. The player is the white triangle, and the pink is the girders, the platforms, and the blue is the ladder, basically, right? But there's a secret twist, and the best way to show you the twist is this. Look at this. So you can see, when these two barrels came into contact with this item, they all stack together, right? These are now connected, right? These objects are now connected together as three separate objects, but they're all, they're like stuck together, basically like Puyos. And so there's a program, there's a variable in the game. I'll show the variables over here. Check this out. So there's a variable in the, can I zoom in on this? I cannot, but there's a variable like here. So it says 5, right? So we can determine how many things need to be stuck together before they basically pop, like a Puyo. Right now it's set to 5, and so if we let it run, that's 4, 5. That's one more, so 6. There you go. So all 6 went together, they popped. So that we should maybe make the number a little more accurate. There's a way I could do that in the code, but for now, that's the game basically. Those are the mechanics, right? Very simple DK basics, but we have items, we can stick them together, we can make them pop, and also you saw up there, there's a points system. So you get more if you stack up different objects and you break them. you get more points. So basically, like if we broke one of those barrels, we would have got 100 points. But if we stack them, 5 of them together, and we pop them, we get 500 points. So there you go. That's the basics. And then also here, let's beat the game quickly. Also, oh wait, also the barrels work like DK as well. I actually had to study the gameplay to recreate this incredible feature, dude. Mind-blowing feature. When the barrels, so each of these like little girders here, these like platforms, these red things, each of them has a direction. They're basically conveyor belts. Basically, they don't move anything, but they basically tell the barrels where to go. So like this one is telling the barrels to go left. The one here is telling the barrels to go like right. And then this one's telling them to go left as well. So basically what we can do is we can have them like zigzag around anytime they connect with a barrel, basically. Which, results in, classic barrel behavior. Like this. And then when I get hit, I die. There's the sound. And then the game resets. Now, again, the audio gets cut off a little bit because the timing between everything's a little tight. I didn't really want to sit there and count the seconds of how long the music was, so it cuts it off. But that's what we got so far. What do we think? What are we thinking, gamers? So this is our basics, right? Very basics. We got a Puyo mechanic. We have basic platforms. We got a ladder. Oh, I didn't show you the ladder. I can show you the ladder here. I can show you the player. So here's the player moving. There's the jump. You jump. Okay, we can climb ladder. Jump over stuff. We don't get points for jumping over stuff yet. And then you beat the level. There you go. There you go. And then it resets. Super basic, right? I could spend more time on this to make this more realized, but as a video game, it works, okay? The basic outlines of a game is that you need to be able to play it, you can get points, you can win, and you can lose. That's it. That's all you need for a video game. It's all right there. That's it. So, let's make a level. Let's build a level. So, first things first. Whoops, not what I wanted to do. First things first. I think we should have some fun with our mechanics here. So I think let's put DK where he would usually be. So let's swap over to the actual in-engine camera here. So you can see now that there's a grid now to show you like exactly like where everything is. There's DK. So we'll grab him. Now I think we should so basically the way DK works or the game works is that DK usually stands up here and drops stuff. So let's put a platform. Let's grab one of these. Let's shrink it down to about 20 sizes. And let's put it like here, right? By the way, in terms of like how that translates, this is sort of how it looks in the game. So maybe bring him down a little bit. Or actually, no. You know what? Let's not bring him down a little bit. Let's zoom the camera out a little bit because we can do that. Let's zoom it out to 20. Now the camera is this far. Now look at that. Ooh, look at that. See that? Look at that. Okay, cool. So now we can raise this up a little higher. There you go. There we go. We can put DK about here. Let's grab our boy DK. Let's put him right there, maybe. That looks pretty good, right? So now we're gonna need to put the DK so the game when the game starts, it gets the position of where Donkey Kong is. So let's see, where's DK right now? He's music. Sorry, it's a very silent, meditative moment. Here we go. All right, let's see. Where's DK? Let's get see the ground levels. He's here. He's at -16. Okay, let's make that -17, just to round it out. -17, 12. That's his. Oh, okay, no, 12.7. That's our exact coordinates. So let's grab the DK point and make that -17. And then that's 12.7. There you go. So now when the game starts, DK will spawn here. He'll be put right there. You will put right there. That's where he spawns. All right. That's where our boy DK will be. And he'll be throwing barrels from this. This is the space where he throws the barrels from, basically. We can move this to anywhere we want, by the way. So if we want him, and we can also make multiples of these. Actually, no, I think we can only make one. But if we wanted to, we could make a system for multiples. As it stands, though, it'll come out and it'll be facing to the right. So actually, no, he'll basically put it down, and the barrels automatically move to the right based on the platform they're sitting on. But for now, that's what this looks like. Okay, right? Let's see. We have a ladder. So the way the ladders work is that it's basically as long as the player is touching this blue space, basically, they can move up the ladder. So if we want to extend this big high, you know, make it like 10, we can make a big ladder here that just goes up. The player can get all the way up to the top of this ladder. It's pretty easy. It's not that crazy. And then we have this. So we have some items that we can also move back and forth. So for example, and we can also, by the way, some of these properties we can put on these different items. So for example, right, this guy moves back and forth in the game, right? That's the sway. I don't know if you can see it. It says sway. That's the sway script. We can grab that sway script and put it on this ladder if we wanted to. Here, let's see. Let's see. Where is it? Sway. So we can put that on the ladder right here. And we could if we wanted to, we could make this ladder scooch back and forth. Here, let's try this. Let's go 5. There's no stick. Turnaround time. Let's say it turns around every 2 seconds, and there's no delay, so it'll bounce back and forth. So watch this. Check this out. With a simple transplanting of a basic script, with a little bit of magic. Watch this. Okay, we got the intro. Oh, okay. Now, it goes down. Okay, but it goes the wrong way. But it's what? Okay, look, it goes the wrong way, but it works. Okay, right? I got the terms are wrong. The words are wrong. Okay, it says horizontal speed and vertical speed. I think I need to switch those around in the code, but we can make it here. Here, let me fix it. There. Look here. There. Now. Look. Now it does it. Now it goes left and right. There. Wow. Look how cool. What, isn't that cool? Guys, look at video games. Isn't video games neat, dude? Isn't that cool? It moves back and forth. Wow. Here let's climb the ladder while it moves. Oh, look, now he's on the ladder. Wow. See, look at the mechanics, guys. Oh, I hit the checkpoint was right there. I didn't move the wind position. Hold on, let me move the wind position. It's invisible, so you can't see it. DK, I made it invisible because Donkey Kong Classic has an invisible wind, like a little point that's where you win. So I'll put it like right here, basically. Right, the player just has to touch this hitbox and the game is won. That's basically. It's invisible though. I can make it visible. We can make it visible. We can make it visible just for the sake of you know. I don't have a sprite for this. Well, I guess we should get into it. So sprites are 2D images. It's just basically a 2D image. A sprite can be literally anything, quite literally anything in Unity. You can give me like just a picture that you want. I crop it out, put it in. For example, here, let me get some sprites here. Let's get some sprites going here. Let's go in here. Let's go to let's make a new folder for the sprites. Okay. And let me drag in. Let's see. What should the winning tile be in this game? Let me look at my pictures folder. Let me look at my. I can't. By the way, I can't use GIFs. Not maybe I could, but for now I'm not gonna use GIFs. Here, let me. Here, I've got a great guys. I have a really great. Here. Let's use this sprite here for a winning tile. You're gonna love it. Okay, check this out. That's a sprite, 2D sprite. Here, our sprite for winning the game. Where is it? Where's the winning tile? I got you, don't worry. Here, where is it? Win, a goal. Here's the goal. Okay, here's our goal sprite. There. It's a little warped because the scale of the sprite is a little big, but it can be Bob. It can be a Bob Burger. It can be literally anything. It's a Bob Burger, guys. Now you have to reach Bob and grab his burger to win. Hold on, let me shrink the scale of it a little bit so it's like more reasonable. It's a little tiny. Let's make it a little bigger. Here. There, you have to reach Bob. You have to touch Bob Burger's hitbox now. And I have to move the hitbox around to adjust it for scale here. 10. And then I move it. Can I offset it by this much? There you go. You have to reach Bob's wonderful burger to win the game now. Can I design a Donkey Kong? Sure thing. Listen, if you draw a character, I can just slam him in. I can just slam him in there. We can also animate the characters within Unity. For example, let's look at our Bob Burger here, right? Our Bobless Burger, our wonderful Bob Burger character here. We can make an animation for this that just goes like that, just like kind of tweens it a little bit. Here, check this out. On the animator, let's go to the where is it? No. Here we go. Here we go. Real time. The animator here. Let's click goal. Create. Oh, whoops. Let me make a folder for the animations actually, because that'll be good to do. Assets. And animations. There we go. Goal. Animation. There we go. And so now, check this out. We can, if we want Bob to kind of like squash and stretch, we can have him be at this. We'll go to like, I don't know, like 50. And then we just kind of squanch him down a little bit to like maybe like 4. This is super impractical. This kind of sucks, but it's fine. You're gonna get the point when I finish with this. And it goes back to 0.5. And then look, he animates. There you go. It's a looping animation. So now if we play the game, here, let me make the ladder. Let me put the ladder all the way up to Bob Burger, his house up there, so we can get all the way up there if you want to. Yeah, it's a little tall. Let's try 25. There we go. So that's better. There you go. Now we can play the game. Now we can play the game, and we'll go say hi to Bob Burger up there. So let's go. So there he is. He's bouncing. Central design. Okay, cool. I'm gonna try to beat the game. So the thing goes down. Gonna go up. Now see. Oh. Okay, so now. So there's a thing I didn't count for. You see what happens? What happens when the ladder when the player does not go up with the ladder? Well, I wonder how do we do that? How do we make that work? Literally not. Okay, all right, this is perfect. All right, I'll take this. Perfect. No, it's great. I have no idea what's happening. Not gonna lie. Really? I think it's pretty simple. Let me put this in the downloads folder here. Don't worry. I can. What part of this makes no sense to you? Because we can walk again. It's simple video. It's just simple video games. You know, we play video games. It makes sense. You can ignore everything else. This part on the middle of the screen is the only part you need to think about. All right. I mean, I don't know. It just looks like Donkey Kong to me. Let me explain what do to win. Oh, it's simple. All you have to do is reach this. All you have to do is touch this hitbox. To win, you just have to hit this hitbox, right? You can it's a little hard to see on stream. It's just this. There's a green hitbox right here. The player just has to touch it to win. That's it. Basic Donkey Kong. That's it. Yeah. That's all you gotta do to win. What do the Poyos do? So, again, there's a script, and we can apply it to different things. It's a property basically, but if you want multiple things to stick together, we can give them like a Poyo element, and then if we stick like 3 or 4 of those things together, they disappear and give you points. Like I showed you earlier. So if we stick like multiple barrels together, like 3 barrels together, they'll pop and they'll give you points. That's the Poyo mechanic, basically. Now, we could, for example, maybe let the player throw barrels, so that way they can like combine, they can stick stuff together manually that way. I don't know. You know, we could have like a switch maybe that like, you know, maybe we could like, it's like a puzzle thing and that opens a door and the barrels go through. I don't know. Like literally, you could do literally anything. All right. You know, maybe. Okay, here's an idea. How about we draw out some concepts first? Would that make it a little? If we did like a graphic design, if we like drew out the idea of the game a little easier first before we did this, you think? You think we dived into a little too quickly into the minutia of the game here? Because usually, yes. Okay, great. That's a good idea. Here, let me fix up. Let me put the Donkey Kong in quickly. Let me put it in your Donkey Kong, and then we'll swap over to Clip Studio to like Make it like a Madden style game plan. Okay, I have to make. Okay, let me get into the sprite editor for this one. Actually, that's actually okay. No, the sprite editor is for that one's pretty okay. All right, cool. So where's the where is it? DK. It's here. I'm just gonna put this in this. Oh, he's red. Oh no. There you go. There he is. Okay, I'm gonna shrink him down to be like 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. Why is he okay? Maybe we can make him maybe a little bigger. W red Donkey Kong, of course. Okay, so there he is. That's him. There he is. I have to change the coordinates to match his position. Oh, 13. Oh, okay, 13.5, 0.6, 0.7, 13.7. And 30. Okay. Oh, okay. So let me change the coordinates of the DK point. Sorry, it's a little tedious. I could probably program this a little better to make it easier for myself, but for now, I'm gonna 18.3. I'm just trying to make sure everything's nice and set up for you. 17. That's not where it is. I thought it was at 13 or something. 17. 13.7. Okay. Oof. It's a little technical, but it's okay. 13.7. There you go. And then where's his little thing where he throws everything around? This, I'm gonna move this over a little bit and down here. There you go. So now here's the game. Here's what we have so far, just game wise, okay? So Bob Burger is trapped up there. We gotta go save Bob Burger. DK is throwing his barrels. Oh no, what do we do? I gotta climb up, but oh no, but watch out, the thing moves a little quickly. Okay, I gotta find a way to fix that. See now that's a glitch we don't want. We want the player to stick on top of this thing. But we'll come back to that. We'll come back. Maybe moving up and down is not the way. Maybe moving left and right is better than moving up and down, because that seems a little. For now, we're gonna nix that concept, and instead we're just gonna do this. Here, let's again. We're just gonna test it out just to make sure it all works together, and there's no like. As far as I know, there's no glitches so far. I mean, there's oversights, but there's nothing like like oh, I didn't think about that. Wait, why is it this now? Why are we doing up and down? I thought it was doing left and right. Oh god damn it! The name of the freaking thing. I really gotta fix those names. I really gotta fix the name of those variables. That's why you gotta name your variables good things, or else you'll confuse them for what they are and what they do. Okay, here. So now it's just move left and right. Okay, or not. Wait, what the hell? Oh, that's the hazard. Oh, it was the wrong object. I was looking at the wrong damn thing. Oh, I'm stupid. I was looking at the wrong dang thing. I was looking at the hazard over here. The triangle that moves over there. I gotta, where is it? The player, the ladder. There we go. There we go. Ta-da! Now watch this. I want to zoom in a little bit just for the sake of stream here. So here you go. Move over. Climb the ladder. Here we go. We're going up. We gotta pass this to get the Bob Burger to save him. Oh no! Wait, the platform. Why can't I go up the platform? I got hit with the barrel. I died. There it is. All right. Okay. Weird. Oh, it's probably the angle. Whatever. We'll come back to this. Or not. Oh, because it just ended there. That's where it ended. Weird. Whatever. Anyway, let's get to the game. Let's go game plan this. Let's go put chalk to paper here. Let's see. Where's my clip studio? So right off the bat, any clever ideas in terms of like a new concept, any like new mechanics we can think of? I'm thinking like maybe like a kind of fireball is a good one. Maybe want to throw something at the player or throwing something at the barrels to stop them. Pretty good. Like imagine you could stack your Poyos together. That'd be pretty interesting. I'm gonna pull out my drawing tablet for this. I got no ideas. I used up all my ideas. Fireball is good. That's pretty okay. Fireball to not to destroy them, but basically we can make our own stacks of Poyos. That's interesting. Oops. I'm just gonna put this here. There we go. Pad. Whoops. Oh gosh, everything's falling apart over here. It's a bit of a ramshackled stream, but hey, I think it's exciting. I think it's an exciting stream that we're doing here. Whoop. Hold on. You should make Mario Adam Sandler for the movie Pixels, and he hits Hong Kong with the hammer. Oh god. Wait, did we freeze? Oh. Oh. I think we froze. Whoa. I think we froze for a second there. Toon Stream froze, I think. That's fine. I think it's because I plugged in my my thing. Am I back? Cool. Yeah, I think it's because I plugged in the window thing. YouTube is always weird. No, I think it was my computer that's weird. We can blame the computer for now. Here, let's pull up the documents here. Let's get right into the mapping here. All right. Oh. There we go. Look at that. Okay, so in terms of what our concept is currently, what we have so far, we have. Let's make some sprites here to sort of kind of build out our idea here. So. The black background quickly. So bam, so that's nothing. The void. So in this void we have the player. That's the whole. We can make them smaller. The player. That's them, right? Just got into the fray. Is it Poyo Kong or Donkey Poyo? I forgot to name it that. But yes, we're doing both, I guess. It could be either. It could be both. It could be Poyo Kong, Donkey Poyo. I don't know. It could be either. I don't know. But right now we're designing the level. So we have the player. Let's make Donkey Kong a big angry man. Just draw Donkey Kong, I guess. There's DK. That's him. Can we give him like a color maybe? Oops. There's our stinky DK. He's there. Pretty Donkey Kong doodle. There's him. You can highlight him a little bit. So there's our stinky DK. I can draw a Mario. Let's do a Mario, I guess. We could draw a little Mario. He looks like an Egyptian image. Hold on, I put him in the wrong layer. How sure? Oh no, wait. Oh, definitely just put it over the wrong layer. I'm gonna give him like a horrible posture. Mario. There he is. There's Super Mario right there. Great posture as always. Love that about Mario. My favorite part of his character. Whoop. There we go. There's Miro. Is that Mario? Of course. Please make the actual Please make that the actual Mario Straight or Orange Mario. Okay, well, right now we're just planning out the game. All right, we have the mechanics. But we have to do the science. Okay. Oh, he's red. So, everybody knows how Donkey Kong works, right? Long red platforms. Make some long red platforms. So I guess usually what happens is you start like here. Let's do this. So you start like here, right? Basic platform. Mario's there. You start the game. He's about there, right? Then we have a finished platform usually up here, right? And Stinky DK is usually up here. Maybe not that high. Maybe like right there. Right? Bam. All right. Now in between, now what we're gonna do today is the in between is we're gonna make this part right here. This is where the game is. That's where the gameplay is. Okay. So we gotta think of guys. We gotta think of some creative ideas to get Mario from here to here. You get it? We're game designing today, everybody. I'm gonna teach you a little bit of game making. I can make a more rendered version of this sprite if you want Mario to look like this, and we can make him like orange or whatever. Sure. But yeah, any ideas, gamers? I don't know if everyone was here to see like the original image, like there's like the actual sprite. But we have ladders and everything working, so we can do ladders. We have barrels working that they move, they bounce. We can make some bouncy barrels. We have a whole physics system to work with, right? Unity has 2D physics we can work with, right? Those barrels move linearly, but we can add like an actual like a bounce to the like a bouncy ball physics to those things. We can give them friction. We can make them go in reverse. We can do anti-gravity. That's a trick that I learned yesterday. I can flip gravity. I didn't know we can do that in Unity. We can have a flip gravity mechanic. I don't think we understand. Okay, let me put the goal here. Let's put the goal here, just so we hear. There. Give Mario a double jump, but he has to charge it like a waft. Okay. Here, let's move everything to the side here. Let's make a little space for mechanics. We're gonna put everything here. So there's the game. So we want to give Mario. You want to give him a double jump? Sure. Mario. So let's say. Double jump. Okay. Easy. The goal is to get to Kong, or to get to the goal is to get here. The Puyo mechanic, also just to explain, the Puyo mechanic, I guess, is basically we have a system in the game where any two objects that are the same kind of object, let's say a barrel, if two barrels collide with each other, they'll be stuck together, like straight up, like they'll just be literally glued together, right? They will not move, they'll stick together, right? Then, in the game, if a certain number of barrels become stuck to each other, let's say 3, 4, if let's say 4 or 5, or we can set that number, right? Whatever the number we want it to be. Let's say our number is 5, right? If 5 barrels get stuck together, they disappear and you get points for it, like in Puyo basically. They pop like in Puyo. So, 5, that's a pop. It's a pop number. We can decide the number later, but right now we have a system that sticks objects together and then pops them when there's enough of those objects together. That's the Puyo system. That's the thing. I don't know. Does that make sense? It's like, is that a good explanation of what the system? I mean, that's the Puyo mechanic. Just to explain, there is a Puyo. So here, let me write it down. So it's DK plus Puyo when object touch a stick if over a certain number of objects touching a top. Yeah. So the goal is Puyo combos for points, not reaching Kong. The goal is to get Puyo comp, so you can combo your Puyos for points, and you have to reach the goal to beat the level, basically. And Kong is trying to kill you as you score. Yeah, basically. Yeah, basically, yeah. Basically, yeah. Or again, we can change it. What do we think? We can change it up. You should add a singular Grovyle for supporters to the side. Sure, we can. Okay, wait. It's like wait. What is Grovyle the third form of? Is that what I think that is? Is that? Hold on. Sorry. Am I? I feel like I didn't read that correctly. You mean like the third evolution of? Can the points charge the double jump? Okay. Okay. Can Pokemon? Okay. So I'm gonna. Okay. So we want. Okay, let me write this down. So we want Grovyle. I'm just gonna grab a PNG of Grovyle to remind me of which one it is. Oh, it's the second. Okay, so we want to grow. Okay, I can add a Grovyle here. Sure, we can give Mario a tiny Grovyle for fun. That's the friend. That's friend right there. His name is Friend. So we want to add a Grovyle as a friend. So we can do that. Sure, no problem, everybody. Yeah, this is that was a joke. That sounds like a pan. No, it doesn't. We can literally. It doesn't. We can quite literally just add another PNG to the scene. It's fine. It's like super easy to do that. Get enough points to bioengineer Donkey Kong to death. Basically, yeah. So we said we wanted. So let me scroll back up. What are the other mechanics we said we wanted? So I like giving you you charged. Sorry, I like points giving you charge for skills, Puyo style. Okay, so we can do that here. Let's do that here. Let me. Where's the here, right here. So let's see. So points equal like a magic meter. Energy. For skills. I like that. Everybody. See, we're cooking. Now we're cooking. I like that. Look at that. Wait, it's 4 wrong. Hold on. 4 skills. Look at that. We're doing it, gamers. Okay, we're doing pretty good here. If Mario gets a Pokemon, Donkey Kong gets a JoJo stand. Okay, what the hell? It was a What? Okay, sure. Sure, I'll give him the world. I'll give DK the world. Why not? I guess. Here, I'll draw the world. Here. This is Donkey Kong's stand. The world. There. Okay. So. Okay. The world. There he is. That's Dio's stand that can stop. Are we suggesting a time stop mechanic for DK exclusively? Because I can do that. We can make it. Are we suggesting a time stop mechanic for Donkey Kong's? Is that what we're saying? Is that the concept we're going with here? I can do that. That's perfectly doable. I'm not even kidding. That's very easy to do based on how I programmed it. We're doing a time stop mechanic for Donkey Kong, I guess. I'm assuming that's where we're going to take that. Probably need to determine what all the DK can throw beyond just barrels. Well, so far the barrels are pretty versatile, right? The barrels just they move forward, but you're right. We can give him different kinds of objects as it stands. Here, let me draw that out for you. So as it stands, right? DK can throw barrels, and those barrels will move along the platform. And every platform in the game, right? This isn't really like a mechanic, but every platform in the game has a direction programmed into it. So, for example, this platform will say go right. And so when anytime a barrel touches this platform, it'll see that it says go right, and the barrel will automatically move right. And then when let's say this platform says go left, when that barrel moves all the way down and drops down to here and it hits this it'll see this platform that says go left and it'll go left. That's how I program the barrels in this game, because that's the most accurate to Donkey Kong, the actual game. Basically, I tried to make sure it made sense, mechanically speaking. Let's see, hold on. Oh, that's an idea. Fireballs and barrels. If you and if you stick a fireball in a barrel, it converts all barrels into fireballs. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, time stop Donkey Kong mechanic. When you fail a combo of Puyos, he gets angry and time stop freezes your position to try and get you hit with a barrel, and it plays a sound effect. Okay. So let's slow down a little bit. So we want to add fireballs. What do the fireballs do? Fireballs. What do the fireballs do? Let's line that up quickly here. So when Mario throws a fireball, which he can do, when Mario throws a fireball, what does he do? Does it break the barrels, which it can do? Does it stick to the barrels? So when it sticks to the barrels, but the barrel keeps moving forward, right? Maybe. Or does it make the barrels stop and play? Oh, hold on, wait, that's kind of interesting. When Mario hits the barrel with a fireball, it just stops in place, but now now it's a bigger hitbox that you have to jump over. The multiplier? How so? What do you mean by multiplier? Because here's what I'm thinking. Right? Let's say a barrel is coming towards Mario. The barrel's coming this way. If Mario throws a fireball, and those collide, right? Then you have these two objects, and they're just stuck there, right? And so if Mario wants to like just move, right? He stops the barrel from moving, but he has to run and jump over it to get over it. Does that make sense? If the barrel burns, it acts like 2 times 2 points. Okay. Okay, so you think, oh, interesting. Okay, so when you hit it with a fireball, the points go up. That's doable. That's easy. The fireball is an upgrade to the double jump, and it goes downwards like a fart. Okay, we're so dedicated to this idea. but it does make it a little bit easier to use. So fireballs, they shoot down. Sure, I can do that. So there's something over the barrel. Okay. Sure. So just to recap here, conceptually speaking. Barrel's coming towards Mario. Barrel's moving here. It's coming towards Mario, right? Mario shoots fireball. When they call... Or no, he doesn't shoot a fireball. It works in tandem. Oh, you're right. So when Barrel's here, right? Mario jumps over the barrel. And as he's jumping over the barrel, he drops a fireball. Which stops... And so what this is... This stops in place. Jetpack Joyride? So, okay, wait. Maybe... Okay. Maybe we can simplify these two ideas down. What if Mario can just jump on the barrels? Or what if Mario doing this shoot move, but Mario jumps over the barrels, he does this shoot move, and then the result of the shoot move is that he gets to go high. He gets to jump really high in the air. Is that a good combination of those two things? So that way we have to time. So like he jumps, right, and then you hit the double jump, and it just throws something below him. And if it doesn't hit anything, it doesn't do anything. But if he hits a barrel, he bounces way up high in the air. How's that? That make sense? I feel like that's a good. That kind of combines the two ideas together. Yes. Okay. Now I will say, the Puyo Puyo mechanic. I think we can. Let's think about this. So we have this mechanic where we can stick stuff together. I guess barrels can get stuck together by themselves, but I'm trying to think, like, how do we make this interesting and dangerous? The barrel explodes if he hits it with a fireball, and it sends Mario flying up in the air like a boom. What about the score multiplier? We can add that. Well, the score multiplier is already kind of built. The score multiplier is technically built into the mechanic that pops it. So whenever a barrel gets destroyed, if there's two things connected, they multiply. So that is already in the game, but already. When object connected a or how's that? That makes sense? Okay. That's fine. Anything? I mean, is this a good basics? Maybe we can. Maybe we should maybe we have a lot to work with here. Maybe we should build out the level, the actual way the pieces work together, and then we can go ahead and implement all these mechanics on top of it. How's that? If the barrel is stuck to another barrel, the explosion is too big and sends Mario flying backwards, so there's a risk. I think the risk to me is already that you're jumping over a barrel, right? Because in Donkey Kong, Mario doesn't jump that high. Jumping over a barrel is pretty difficult to begin with. So I think the risk of the barrel is that when you jump over it and you time it, I think the risk is that you're just jumping over it rather than like running away from it. At least that's what I think. It would make sense, right? That's my game designing intuition coming in. I don't think it should be unwieldy, you know? That's fair. Yeah, I'm just trying to temper the concept here a little bit. But okay, so we've got so okay, so what was the time stop thing about? I forgot. What was the time stop mechanic about? This mechanic can't be a good thing, by the way. The Donkey Kong being able to time stop but not the player it simply cannot be good game design. But what did we say he would do if time stopped? What triggers a time stop? Let's start there. What triggers the time stop? Is it every time you dodge a barrel, DK goes time stop, or is it maybe DK has a timer where he time stops all the barrels and the barrels stop moving? Ooh, that's interesting. Because here's the thing, right? The thing that makes barrels so easy to dodge in Donkey Kong is the fact that they're moving. If the barrels just stopped in place, it would actually be kind of disorienting. If you can't get enough Puyo combos to, it fills Donkey Kong's rage meter, and he does something with the ooh, rage meter. Okay, I like that. I like a rage meter. DK fills rage with time. If max rage, time stop. Let's say time stop the barrels because I don't want the player just standing there. Time stop barrels. Or we're making like a Flash game from 2007, dude. This is crazy. Puyo combos. Empty meter. Empty rage meter. I like that idea. That's pretty good. If you break too many barrels, DK screams dragon install and nukes the whole screen. Okay, we can add a secret like a secret rage meter that makes him react. Then there's a banana barrel you can shoot for a free banana, and it lowers DK's rage meter. So okay, so we're getting items. Okay, hold on, a banana item. I like a banana item to lower rage. Let's see, we're gonna draw a banana item. Lowers DK rage. I like that. You grab a banana, he gets less angry. That's pretty good. Do we want a secret? Because we can add a secret number, like just a secret rage meter that like builds secretly, and so when oh, that'd be kind of, hold on. What does the rage meter do? Right, the rage meter stops time. maybe there's a limit to how many. No, I'm trying to think. A secret dragon install sounds really funny. Like I like the idea that if you spend too much time, oh no, just a timer. Oh, just a basic timer. Oh, I'm stupid. Just make it a timer. Right? The level can just have a timer, like a countdown timer, and when the timer hits 0, DK goes rage mode and kills you. That makes sense, right? No, make the rage meter visible because it would be super funny. No, I get it. No, I get it. Okay, so we have a rage meter and a death timer. So that way the player has to beat the level. So the player has to beat the level, but they also have to engage with the Puyos to get as many points as possible and stave off his evil DK rage. Is that I think that works, right? That makes sense, right? So I think okay, I think that's enough of like just figuring out how the game works. Let's actually build the level now. Hold on. Let's actually build the level now. So we have all these mechanics. We have all these mechanics. Let's actually make like the level design here in terms of like draw it out basically. I'm trying to shrink some of this down a little bit. Shrink some of this, put this here. Okay. Let's actually design a level. So we have this platform here. Let me grab this. So, genius. I know, right? So, let's actually make the level. So we have platforms, we have ladders, we have barrels, which we can think about later, and we have obstacles. We have hazards that can move back and forth or stand in place. Like basically, we have Goombas. Basically, we have Goombas. Basically, okay. How does Mario get from here to here and make it easy? I'm gonna suggest something. I'm gonna suggest something simple. Let's do this. I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna tilt it this way. A nice and basic thing, right? And I'm gonna put a ladder right here. Bam. That's a good start, right? That's a good start, right? Let's start, right? So now, if you don't move from this spot, you got barreled, right? But you got to move all the way here and get up here, right? That's a good idea. That gets you introduced to like, you get the barrels and stuff. I think we should put maybe like an enemy, maybe some kind of enemy, like right here. I don't know what the enemies look. Let's say there's an evil man, angry man. Some sort of evil, angry man. Enemy here. That way, when you jump over here, you just jump over the enemy. Get up here, run up here, and they have to find your way to get back up here. Yeah, so there you go. You're on this next platform. We'll probably have to shorten the DK platform a little bit, right? So that way the barrels can actually fall down. So let's try this. Mod compatible? I don't know how to do that. It's just I don't know if you. I feel like that's on everybody else. That's not my thing. I make the game. I feel like if you wanted to mod this game, I feel like that should be on the mod makers, not me. What do I know about making it? I don't know, whatever. Sure, we can make it mod compatible once we're done with it. But, are we liking this so far? A nice basic Mario starts here, jump over enemy, get here. Anything we should be cautious of? Because D is gonna be up here. He's gonna be throwing barrels down. The barrels are gonna be coming down here, and they'll be moving this way. That's how it looks so far. It's insulting that you think this game needs to be modified in any way. Yeah, I know, right? It's perfect video game. It doesn't need anything doesn't need to be touched at all. We've basically solved video games with this. Hold on, actually, I gotta post this. Hold on. I forgot to post in Discord. But yeah, I mean, in terms of concepts, I think we can basically go through and rattle those off as soon as we can. Okay. Actually, no. Actually, you know what? You know what? Let's leave this mapping out stuff for later. For now, maybe we should go down the list and implement these mechanics, huh? These are some hefty mechanics, but let's do those now. Let's get those done now. I think. So that way we can maybe get a little better idea of sort of how all this stuff works together. You know? That's how I would do it. It's a little loose, but hey, you know. Nobody said making games was a simple, straightforward task. Let's do that. So let's do it. So let's go right back over. I'm gonna disappear this. Let's just get right into it. Well, Amir, though, how's everyone doing today? Well, while I boot the game back up. While we zoom back in. Is everyone we're liking the game? We're liking the stream so far? We having fun? You having fun with the game idea? Hold on, let me where's my window? Here we go. Good stream? Okay, great. Okay. I forgot. Oh boy. I'd already forgotten what we've done. So again, we have the outline here. So what was the first mechanic we wanted to do? Let's see. Double jump. We can do that. Double jump. Easy. Double jump easy. Okay. Okay. Do you guys want to see the code? Do you want to see me code this, or should I do this off camera? Do you want like I can put like an image up on screen to make it more interesting. Hold on here. Let me get like a picture. I can put a cool picture on screen, like a video of some kind, to entertain you while I code this. It's probably gonna take me a second to code everything. Hold on. Can I get like is there like a second display or something? What's a game making stream without coding? I guess so, but I want it to at least be like visually interesting. I'll just drop things on you instead. Okay, well hold on. We need like whoa. Oh my god. I think we need some zoomer programming at least, you know, for the zoomers in chat. Whoa,
For the double chunk chocolate cookie.
Hold on. Stop. Hold on. Stop.
Don't feed a guy a sponge, Bobby. Don't feed a guy a sponge.
Hold on. Please, gamer, please. Why can't I find? Oh, there it is. Okay. Here, I'll give you some zoomer programming though. We can give you like a tiny little thing. I can put this in the corner. Here, we can put. Guys, anyone any brain rot videos? Now's your chance. Get a little stupid video and put it there, and we can look at that while I code. I'm gonna swap to the code so that you can see all the numbers that I'm doing in the background. You're gonna see me programming like a madman. That's like a psychopath. Like a sicko with numbers. Yeah, let me open up my scripts. I think you're out of juice, by the way. I don't think you ran out of magic points. Where is the hold on. There it is. Oh, so loading up.
Don't feed a guy a sponge, Bobby.
Don't feed a guy a sponge, Bobby.
Put it in your mouth, Teddy.
You're out of magic. I think you have no more magic left, guys. You ran out of magic. All right, here's me coding. Here's my coding, everybody. I can zoom in for extra detail, so you can look at all the numbers. Look at all this stuff. Look at all this junk. Look at all this crud, dude. Scooch it over a little bit here. Look at that. Look at this. Oh my god, there's just so much happening visually right now. I feel like I'm like a WarioWare stream. There we go. I haven't hit a single crit in like 10 years. Ridiculous. Well, I mean, it's up. That's on you. You know, comes down to good timing and all that. All right, here I'm gonna move the. Here, kind of. Here, let's. Where's this? Let me grab this for you. I want to put these right here, gamers. Just for you, gamers. I'm gonna put a nice little fun video on. Let's watch. Oh no, that's Sonic. Oh no, that's Sega. Here, can we get like a nice like a YouTube live? Let's see what's on YouTube live. Let's get like it's like a bunny rabbit live. Some live bunny rabbits to look at. Here we can watch some guys watch some bunny rabbits. Here, check this out. Look at this cool video that I found on the internet. Here, you can watch some bunny rabbits live. And I'm gonna go in my coding mode. All right. All right. Let's see. What do I got? All right. So, right in the double jump. So it should be on the player. Let's see. So the player should have. We gotta go to player. Let's see. So we have all these variables here. Let's make a new one. New one of these called shoot. Or I say double. I guess double jump. That's the button right there. Basically, that's basically what the buttons look like for the game. Right? You have to code in the button inputs. That's what we're doing that one first. Then, let's say. What's happening to those bunnies, by the way? Look at those bunnies being a mess. Very clean bunny enclosure, by the way. Bunnies are very messy, I assume. They're very clean, these bunnies. So we got the double jump action. I think we need a double jump. We need some kind of like. I guess it should be an instant, like a hitbox, right? So rather than the projectile, should it be a projectile or a hitbox? What are we thinking? For when the player throws down a fireball. A projectile would make it a little bit easier to work with, I guess, right? I'm thinking. Hitbox? A hitbox would make sense. The difference basically is that a projectile has more range, but a hitbox would make it like more immediate. It would be faster. Like it would just like it's like an instantaneous blip rather than a the ball you wouldn't have to physically like connect with it. It would just turn on. It would look under it. Yeah. But okay, hitbox it is. By the way, if you have a live stream you want to send right now, I'm please, or like a video to watch while we're doing this. It's a meditative moment right now. We're having a chill moment right now. Okay, we can hitbox. So. Yeah, I think it helps to make it a game object. So let me go up here to where our variables are. Public game object. Let's say jump box? Kick. It's like a kick box. Yeah, let's say kick. That's what we're gonna. That's what the hitbox is gonna be called. It's gonna be called a kick box. Okay. So now. We have this button here. Let's all the way to where the jump button is. So as you can see all these different codes and different things here. These are the basically it's like a language, you know, obviously on it of itself. But each of these things make sense. What the hell? What did I spell jumping? I spelled jumping with 2 P's. What's wrong with me? But yeah. Do you guys want to look at a tutorial on how to like read code? You want like a little sample here? Here, check this out. Okay, here, let's do a little code. So in every code for every video game made in Unity, I think in every game ever, basically, right? The script, right, for every action starts with your variables, right? These are basically all the numbers, right? They go right. These are your numbers, your pieces, your parts. These are the things you're doing the math with, basically, right? So you got your, whether or not something is active. You have your items. This is the speed something moves, right? These are the directions that the player inputs the controller. This is the physics controller for Unity. This is like whether or not the player is on the ground. Each of these different things are used for a different kind of basically math equation. These are you're basically your special numbers. You know, you ever done math? That's what a variable is. I think it's what a variable is. And so you know, now that we established what these are called, you know, we have all these pieces up here. These are basically our pieces to put together. Then we get into actually putting stuff together. So this is on the very first frame that the game opens up. The game will do this thing, basically. So when the game opens up, or at least when the game starts, the player character will immediately look for like what the game manager is, and the game manager has like all the details, right? The game manager thing in the game, that's what knows what time it is. That's what knows what, you know, how many characters are on screen. That's what knows XYZ thing, right? That's the manager of the game, basically. That's boss man, right? And then this is everything the game character is doing while the game is running. That's what update and fixed update are for. And then these are your special functions. So when I hit a jump button, right, this is the code to make a jump happen, basically, right here. This whole sandwich of mess in here, you know. I don't know if anything I'm saying makes sense, by the way. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense. I'm just explaining to you from as an amateur perspective how code works or whatever, but oh no, the bunnies, where'd they go? But yeah, you set up your variables, put them together. This is the button. So what we're gonna do for the double jump is we're gonna copy this. We're gonna copy the jump script here. We're gonna call this. We're gonna call this. Whoop, double jump. And we're gonna call it double jump action. So we're gonna have a button that's assigned to the double jump. Basically, is what this is. Oh, okay. Hold on. And so then this is what it does. So this is the double jump. Yeah. It's a little. I don't have to explain too much of it, but or I guess I don't know how to really, but I think on disable this should work. What's the problem here? Let's see. What does it say? Becomes disabled or active. I think those are fine. I don't know. I'm gonna make sure everything's okay here. We'll keep going. But let's say double jump. There. And so you don't have to be grounded to do a double jump. So that's one thing. Actually, grounded should be false. So when the player is not in the ground, not in the air, false, right? And if they're active, so that means you can control them. Sandwich? What kind of sandwich we're talking about? Here, can I get you some better footage here? The bunnies are pretty entertaining. We like the bunnies. How about an orangutan driving a golf cart? Let's watch this for a couple minutes. How did this happen? Wait, hold on. I have to watch. Wait, how did this happen? Is he really doing this? I love that video. What the hell? Iconic orangutan golf cart. I've never seen this before. What? How did... Bro, he's really driving that golf cart. Dude, this is just a regular show. What is this? Yeah, well, we'll let him drive for now, I guess. But yeah. The functions for this already exist, so I'm gonna put these here, I guess. I guess I can just put them here. Oh wait. Well, we'll see. I don't think I need this. We'll see. I might be doing it incorrectly, but we'll have to figure it out. This is a little bit basically Unity made like a new input system. Basically, that's what I'm dealing with right now. Basically, Unity before this, you had to hard code every like button input into the game, but now Unity has like a new system where like you can just like you can kind of just suggest buttons and you can like do all that in the front end. It's a lot easier, but it's new, so I'm getting used to it. You know, I gotta get used to the code. I gotta learn new words and stuff. But for now, it seems like it works this way. So when the double jump happens, if the player is let's be clear. So you guys know your if statements. It's pretty basic, right? So if these two things happen, then this happens, right? Pretty basic if statement. So if the player is grounded, false, which means if they're not on the ground, and if they're active, then the double jump will activate. What does the double jump do? I think it should turn on a hitbox. So let's say, what was that called? Kickbox got enabled. What's the is active? No. It's a game object. What's the I forgot what the code was for that. Game object. Let's say game object active equals true. Is that it? No. Oh, okay, it's this. Sometimes they have different ones for every type of word, but got it? Oh, set. Hold on, set. Ah, there it is. There it is. So when you hit the jumbo jump button, it'll turn on the hitbox. Great. Now, I think we need a code for the hitbox. You play DJ Khaled Funniest Moments. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, this song with the orangutan driving goes pretty hard. Or we can do DJ Khaled Funniest Moments. And then I'll just continue doing my own thing here. Don't mind me. Oh my god.
There's roadblocks.
Oh, that's the line.
Don't let nothing stop you. Cause we ain't stopping. We gonna keep going.
I feel like he's on a set. Is that me? Is that just me? I feel like he's like in this scene in particular, he just looks like he's on a green screen set. Like he's not really there.
This is called what?
That's just avocado toast.
This is called what?
Turkey sausage.
This is called what?
Turkey bacon.
And this is called what?
Veggie scramble.
And what is this?
Those are pickled banana peppers.
And what is this?
Berries and seeds.
And perhaps what is this?
Water.
Sunday morning, Sunday brunch, Sunday breakfast.
What is happening? Yeah, what is wrong with DJ Khaled, bro? Is he okay? I feel like I'm getting distracted by watching this video. I don't know. I can't comprehend what DJ Khaled is putting down, dude. I'm just gonna. Ow, my brain.
Some boy have stone, and mine like me have limestone. Ain't believing us. God did.
Well, that's the God did clip. Life is like Roblox.
Shrimp what? Have you ever played rugby? Tell him to bring out the whole
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? What was that? I've never seen that one before. Have you ever played rugby? I don't know. I've never seen that one before. Oh, this is my favorite one though. I like tell them to bring out the whole ocean. Tell them to bring out the whole ocean.
Tell him to bring out the whole ocean.
Tell them to bring out the whole ocean.
Tell him to bring out the whole ocean.
Tell them to bring out the whole ocean.
Tell him to bring out the whole ocean.
Tell them to bring out the whole ocean.
Tell him to bring out the whole ocean.
Why does he just keep saying it over and over?
Tell him to bring out the whole ocean.
What's wrong with him? Tell them to bring out the whole
Tell him
ocean.
to bring out the whole ocean.
Tell them to bring out the whole ocean.
You think it's a game, huh?
You think it's a game, huh? What's wrong with him?
Out the whole ocean.
Okay, Stopping traffic. Oh god. Okay, I gotta.
Let's go golfing. God
Gotta make a new script. What is he golfing now?
every day just keep perfecting my game, you know?
Sorry, I had to open something up. Sorry, guys, we missed him golfing. Why is he blue?
Nice and easy.
Did he hit a bird? Did he hit a bird? Did he hit a bird? What was that? That has to be edited. What?
God did incredible.
This guy can't be real. What?
Golf is studio. Studio golf. Perfect. Keep it going. Keep it going. Listen, you see that? I sure did.
I'm speechless. I just don't know what to. I just don't know what to say about this. I just don't.
Go, 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 go. Wow.
Wow.
That's perfect.
Oh. Sorry, I can't think. I can't focus while DJ Khaled is on the side of my screen, dude. What do you mean? What do you mean?
I love that. I appreciate that.
Life is like an elevator. Up, down, up, down. Stay focused.
Thank you, DJ Khaled. I can barely think. My mind is too full of DJ Khaled to program, dude.
Tiger
Alright.
Woods.
Woods.
Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. You can do it, you can do it. All that talk you talk, let's do it.
Shut the fuck up. I ain't like you. I don't need you in the background.
Yo,
talking
chill.
shit. You need to work out.
Chill, man.
Work out without you talking. Go
Shit,
somewhere.
calm
Go
down.
to
Yo,
them.
chill. Man, chill. The problem is this. I can eat like 5 of these back to back. On everything I love. I just got rid of 13 pounds.
No, this is not the right
Well,
time.
No, it's all right.
I just can't understand, dude. I'm just so confused by DJ Khaled. His presence is bewildering.
It's all right. Protein.
Protein.
Success is using the right soap. I only use Dove soap. Trust
Sure.
me. Trust me.
The ladies always say, Cali.
Sorry, wait. Sorry, was he naked when he did that? What? What? Sorry, was he naked when he filmed him? What is happening?
Good. I use no cologne. Cocoa butter is the key. Cocoa butter is the key.
What did this guy? What is he? What is DJ Khaled? Is he still a DJ? What does he do? What does he do? What? What's his songs like? Is he good? I don't know if I've ever heard a DJ Khaled song in my life. He does what he wants, but I know, but like I feel like how do we justify this man's lavish lifestyle? Is what I'm asking. Like nobody knows, bro. Really? Is that are we like really actually for sure? We don't know what he does other than I thought he was a DJ and he made music. But I haven't heard that. Like I haven't heard that he made a song. I haven't heard like him making music recently. Is that? We don't know what he does. Just straight up, we don't know.
Best deodorant in the world.
We just let him do this. Google says he's just golfing and releasing albums. But what albums? Are they good? What you see is what you get. All he does is scream DJ Khaled, we the best music. Has he made anything recently? Has he not made anything in like 3 years? This is music, but he functions as a executive producer. What's the Spotify looking like? Khaled? Okay, he released something recently. I guess. One of them. Okay, I was just trying to get a sample. I just feel like he's not real. I just feel like this guy's not real. Like, I just don't understand.
All the other stuff is garbage, man. Use Dove deodorant. It's a
Okay.
vibe. It's so important for the culture.
For the culture? Okay, man.
Cabbage, the lettuce, the Brussels. I make a million, the triple, the double. Upgrade the Glock with a laser and muzzle.
God, dude.
Tell him to bring out the cappuccino. No, Melissa, this cappuccino.
Oh, okay.
This cappuccino. This the cappuccino.
And he just like,
Thank you.
I need a break. Hold on. I can't sit here and witness DJ Khaled and not like absorb every second of what he's doing. It's too distracting. It's too distracting.
Beautiful day. Every chance I get.
I can't be the only one, right? I can't be the only one, right? I'm not the only one who saw it, right? Like that looked bad. That looked bad, Khaled. That looked bad, Mr. Khaled.
Tell him to bring out the cappuccino.
Not this one.
Beautiful day.
like the angle is crazy, right?
Every chance I get, I water the plants. Lion, king of the jungle.
It just looks like he's pissing, dude. I can't believe.
Doing watering my plants. It's relaxing. It's blessing.
Yeah.
It's part of my success.
You can't use like a watering can. It's got to be like a hose or. Okay. Oh, I think he got it. Life is like golf. It's not easy.
It's not easy.
Did he break character for a second? Did he break character?
Ooh.
Oh!
Come on! Come on! Come on! Stop playing with me, man! Come on! And I brought the sun out. I was playing in the rain, and the rain tried to stop us. So I said, nah, God did. And that...
I can't. I just. Ugh.
Light came and boom, somewhere hit a putt from over here. From over here, in the rough. G-Spin, you seen that? Adam, you seen that? Richard, you seen that?
Not the guy way in the back. Oh, he's fine. There he is. He's DJing.
If someone put a gun to your head, how many chicken McNuggets could you eat? Like, eat for your life, chicken
Don't ever
McNuggets.
disrespect yourself like that.
Okay. Okay.
That's cold. That's cold. Don't disrespect yourself by eating chicken McNuggets, or else die. Okay. That's brutal, DJ Khaled. You're a brutal man. I want to keep trying to code in the background while he's doing this.
Tell him to bring out the lobster. Yes, sir. Tell him to bring out the lobster. Right. Look at these babies. Tell him to bring out the lobster.
It's right there.
Tell him to bring out the lobster.
It's right there, man. Man, this video of him going crazy. Where is he? Like in his room? Where is he when he's doing that? Okay. Interesting. You're watching TikTok and this banger starts playing. guys, I think the Khaled videos are I think the videos are run out of sauce. We're just repeating the one video over and over. I think we're looping. We're time looping Khaled moments. Hold on, I think there's a better one. I saw a new moment. Saw a new Khaled moment.
Honey, did the Drake folks come in yet?
What?
You love me? You love me?
Leave her alone.
Honey, did the Drake folks come in yet? Honey. Honey. Did the Drake folks come in yet? Honey.
What is he saying? What he's yelling? Did the drain something come in yet? What is he talking about? I don't know what he's talking about. You're gonna add active items to the game? I am. We're doing. I'm trying to do that now, but DJ Khaled distracting me.
Valentine's Day. Baby, you know who you are. You have a trophy. Me. Don't ever burn a bridge. Let me ask you a question. Can you walk on water? Don't burn no bridge. Only God can walk on water. Let's go shopping. Let's go shopping.
Why does he repeat the same word? He's like crazy.
Let's go shopping. Let's go shopping.
We're already in the store, man.
From head to toe, toe to head, head to toe. Take your time. Don't ever rush. Why rush? Time is valuable.
Bro, you know what he talks like? You know, this is what I imagine, like, when people want Sonic to, like, speak cool, I think, like, this is what they think of. When people go, guys, I remember when Sonic was cool in Sonic the Black Knight. He's like, remember, every world has its end. I think this is what they want him to sound like. I think. Remember, don't rush. Head to toe, toe to head. I think that's what they want from him.
From head to toe, toe to head.
Toe to head.
Head to toe. Take your time. Don't ever rush.
Take your time. Don't ever. I think this is what they want from Sonic, dude. Add an item where DJ Khaled comes on screen and says another one and just creates a copy of the Pharaoh Company. Sure. I'll write that down. I'll write that down for you.
Time is valuable. Respect your time. You know what I'm saying? Back up a little. Back up a little. Go back up. Let me give him a walk. Give him a walk. Come a little closer.
Okay, DJ Khaled. Cut him off. Hey, DJ Khaled.
Special one there. That's a special one. That's right. That's a whole nother. We call it. You don't have it.
We call it match the earrings. I told the jeweler match the earrings.
Is that Drake?
I call her 3 Millie. And it's Billy. Party people. Oh! The fuck? Carter, man! Fuck on his head!
I'm so exhausted. He's making me sleepy, guys. Guys, can I get some more exciting content than DJ Khaled? I feel like DJ Khaled he's sucking the soul out of me, man. If you take too long to beat the level, DJ Khaled pops in and goes, tell him to bring out the whole ocean, and the game starts to flood and force you to move upwards. Sure, we can do that, but let me just get the basic thing on. The double jump is the most complicated thing so far. Let me slam it together quickly. What the?
Roses are red. Violets are blue. Yo.
Why do we let him do these things, man? Why do we let him?
When you win so much, the shit look easy. Cause we make it look effortless. Yeah. Cause we born with it. We blessed. The reason why I say that is because I want to let the young world know. Go hard. When times get hard, go harder. When times get great, go even fucking harder. Yeah.
Alright.
They ain't believe in us. God did.
God did. That's his catchphrase, man.
God did.
Also, what do you? You're on a plane, dude. It's like you're not. That's not crazy for any. People have been on planes before. DJ Khaled. Well, whatever. That's DJ Khaled for you, everybody. Any other weird videos to look at while I probe this that are less distracting than DJ Khaled? Yeah, how about cats being cats? I can't watch this. How about this? How about watch this? Let's watch this video. Let's watch a wholesome video. Is that Donkey Kong? What? Sorry. Is that an AI video of Donkey Kong eating a banana? Sorry, I want to look at this AI video quickly and then go back. I just want to examine the AI. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, no. No, it's not AI. It's like an actual video. It just looked AI because it was so, like, impeccable. From Family Guy? You don't like this? You don't like chill out 1 hour relaxing study music for Donkey Kong? Your Donkey Kong Country ancestral sound. How about this? It's a human-made art. I know, I just saw it. It is human-made art of the peakest peak. I know. You like this? Okay, how about this? What if here, guys, I know we all like. How about some? Let's do some Sonic facts. Guys, I have some facts about Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay, here, guys, five hours of Sonic the Hedgehog facts to fall asleep to. Here, let's learn some facts about Sonic, dude. Here, let's learn some good facts. Some cool facts from Sonic, everybody. Well, finish.
Despite being longtime rivals with Nintendo, Sega drew inspiration from multiple Nintendo games while developing Sonic Adventure. Sonic Adventure's director Takashi Iizuka once told IGN.com that Super Mario 64 was one of his favorite games of all time. But despite Iizuka's love for this Nintendo 64 classic, he also saw a significant flaw in the game's design. We recently translated a 2016 Japanese Famitsu interview into English where Iizuka states, "Super Mario 64 came before us as a 3D action game, but I remember not understanding where I was supposed to go the first time I played it. The old Sonic games were designed so you could get to the goal by just pressing left or right, so with Sonic Adventure, we didn't want it to be the kind of game where you don't know where to go. That thought process was what gave birth to the system that points the camera in the direction you're supposed to go."
Why is he acting that's an innovation? That's hilarious. Why is he acting like that's a crazy guys? I didn't know where to go in Mario 64, so we had the camera point to you where you're supposed. Like, is that really that? I mean, I guess so. Is that? Didn't Crash Bandicoot come out, man? Like, what do we... I mean, maybe. I mean, I guess he's right in the sense... Hold on. Okay, let's... I guess he's correct, right? If you think about it, right? Sonic levels are more open than Crash levels, so you can't have a fixed camera. But you also want to be able to know where to go, so the camera pointing you in the right direction. I guess, technically speaking, he thought that was a flaw, but that... I think that's just what the game is, bro. I don't think the levels aren't linear, so I don't think you're supposed to know where to go. Although I guess maybe he's correct, right? Getting the first star in Mario 64 might not be as easy as it seems. But I think but isn't that like part of the magic of exploring the level when you find it? I don't know. Interesting though.
Online 2D Sonic games have always had the player hold one direction to move forward. So if the 3D camera in Sonic Adventure always leaned towards where the player should be going, players could simply hold up to cover ground. This would mimic the progression of 2D Sonic titles and intuitively bring the series gameplay into the third dimension.
Look at this guy. He's cooking, dude. He's cooking.
Having the camera move this way also meant Sonic Team could create complex 3D levels without having to worry about the players getting lost. Iizuka would go on to tell Retro Gamer magazine, "After thinking up this camera system, we tried it out on Speed Highway and found it was successful. It's interesting that Nintendo would ultimately integrate a similar camera system in future 3D Super Mario titles after the release of Sonic Adventure."
Got him. Oh, look. Well, look who's learning from who. Isn't that interesting? Good guys, like that fact? Oh, hold on, you can't hear it. Hold on, you can't hear the facts. Oh my god, you can't hear the facts. You can only hear DJ Khaled in his funny voice. There you go.
You might even expect the first true 3D Sonic game to
there you go.
cues from the first
there you go. Basically, he said something about the camera. The camera points in direction.
Mario game. But what about that other Nintendo game that inspired Sonic Adventure's development? Just like that of an action RPG, Sonic Team wanted to include locations where the player could talk to NPCs to get information, or
There you
acquire
go.
new power-ups, or even just explore and become captivated by. They called these places adventure fields. Takashi Iizuka explained to Retro Gamer that he wanted to make these adventure fields have places in them that were only accessible after acquiring some sort of new power or ability, and even went on to say, "I was probably inspired in some way through the Legend of Zelda series that I loved so much." One aspect of Sonic Adventure that's beloved by most fans is its music, and it's evident that Adventure's lead composer, Jun Sanue, went to great lengths to make sure
Sorry, can you say that again, please?
the music's, and it's evident that Adventure's lead composer, Jun Sanue, went to great lengths to make sure the
Is that how you say his name? Is that how you say it? Senue? What? That can't be right. Wait. Okay.
music stood the test of time. During an interview in 2017, Sanue stated that he'd actually scrapped
I can't be. I don't think that's how you. I swear to God, that's not how you say his name.
8 different main themes for the game before he'd finally come up with the iconic track, Open Your Heart. And it was also the sound and feel of the track that came first, with the lyrics becoming almost totally different over time. But the music and culture behind it had been impacting Sonic Adventure's identity long before Open Your Heart had even been conceived. In the mid-90s, Sonic Team shifted focus and developed a few non-Sonic titles such as Nights into Dreams and Burning Rangers. And as a result of no new mainline
I never heard that
Sonic games
before.
being
Neither have I.
released,
It's really.
the
It's.
team
I didn't know they had a. I guess I would have to start a Japanese because he speaks Japanese, right? I wonder how. I really wonder how Johnny got involved in the project. I know that he made a band like the Crush 40 was made for, I think, Sega Rally, which came out before Sonic Adventure, and so they just brought the band back together for Sonic Adventure. So I know there was a, like, they did it before Sonic, right? They didn't make the band for Sonic, but I'm curious how Johnny Joely was even involved in this. Like, what did they just run into him? Like, wait, how did they find him?
Perception of Sonic had shifted to the point where the character felt safe and ordinary. At the same time, some members of Sonic Team had noticed that games like Space Invaders and Pac-Man were becoming popular again within the counterculture, and were being used prominently in urban fashion and indie music. Sonic Adventure's art director, Kazuyuki Hoshino, told Retro Gamer, "It made us jealous, and we wanted Sonic to also become popular with this edge of subculture, or at least have some cool t-shirts being made with Sonic on them. So we all got together to try and find this new graphic style for Sonic. What it boiled down to was a graphic style and pose that was more aware of the fashion trends. The artwork was a good fit for the club music I was really into at the time." When Hoshino says, "We all got together to try and find this new graphic style for Sonic," he's referring to a contest that was held within Sega. Sega's early attempts at putting Sonic in a 3D world all used designs similar to his 16-bit appearance. But this caused a problem. Sonic's head would obscure his body and limbs from various angles. It was clear to the team that Sonic's design had to be reworked for Sonic Adventure, and the solution seemed to come from the artwork of Satoshi Okano. Okano isn't well known in the industry, but he played a pivotal role in reworking Sonic's design, and sadly his contribution has gone largely ignored. The story goes that Sonic team lead Yuji Naka came across Satoshi Okano's Sonic Jam art, and was so inspired by it that Naka decided to hold a contest among Sega's artists to find a new look for Sonic. Okano took part, but it was Sega artist Yuji Uekawa who would win the contest to create the final Sonic redesigns for Adventure, which were somewhat inspired by graffiti art. However, it seems Okano may have had a bigger hand in Sonic's redesign than you might have guessed. In April 2020, Okano told researcher Sean Aitchison, "Before New Sonic, I had drawn an illustration of Sonic, and Yuji Uekawa finished it. Because of
But this is a nice vibe, by the way. We're kind of just chilling, right? We're having like a nice chill stream for once. I'm not yapping all the time. I kind of like this energy. It's very different. A pretty different energy. I like. It's pretty cool. I like it.
that, the initial new Sonic illustrations were a 2-person effort. This is something very few Sega employees know about. Okano would go on to create the Japanese cover art for Sonic 3D Blast on the Saturn, and serve as a character designer for Samba de Amigo. However, yet again, Yuji Uekawa would receive sole credit as character designer on Samba de Amigo. Okano says he has no ill will towards Uekawa or anyone else at Sega, and good for him. But we have to point out how it's kind of messed up that a significant contribution to both games has been ignored, and we're happy happy to shine a light on it. But back to Adventure's development. The team took it upon themselves to make a new Sonic game that fans would feel was worth the wait. They first set out to create Sonic Adventure on the Sega Saturn, as it was Sega's main platform at the time, but the team found the system lacked the power to implement their ideas in 3D. This is when Sonic Team heard rumblings of Sega's next fully 3D console, the Dreamcast. The team even had some requests so they could make Sonic Adventure the way they truly wanted, meaning Sonic Adventure ended up actually influencing the power of the Dreamcast. Takashi Iizuka recalled, to create a 3D stage where Sonic could run around at high speed, we needed a lot of internal memory on the hardware. Since the Dreamcast was still in the planning stages, we were able to spec out the design for Sonic, and then we were able to put in a request to the hardware team about the required memory we would need in the machine, which really helped us execute on the design of the game. We started developing the game when the hardware was only about 30% complete, so we were constantly trying to imagine what the final spec for the machine might be as we were creating the content. But this also meant the pressure was on for Sonic Team. Sonic Adventure would now be a Dreamcast launch title and needed to showcase what the system could do. To give a sense that the new console's graphics were high spec, the team decided they should aim for a realistic style with Sonic Adventure's graphics. And of course, this would carry on to the game's sequel. However, Sonic Adventure 2 had some not so realistic inspirations. Shiro Maekawa returned to write this game's story and has since stated that he was heavily influenced by anime and manga he had been watching and reading since childhood. One example of how manga and anime impacted Sonic Adventure 2 was given by Maekawa during a 2006 Sonic Channel interview. In the game, we're able to see Shadow and Maria looking at Earth from the space colony. This moment was greatly influenced by the sci-fi romance manga and anime Please Save My Earth. Please Save My Earth focuses on a group of students who realize they all share a collective dream and live out alternate lives within a moon base while dreaming. In both the manga and anime, the characters Shion and Mokurin are seen embracing each other beside a window, with the Earth in full view. It's not...
That's pretty interesting. What? Sorry, I had to sneeze. Oh, that was bad. Guys, I had an interesting thought, and I snoze. It itched like the back of my brain somehow. I don't know what happened.
In his top 3 manga of all time, and by some huge coincidence,
top 3.
The actress Yuri Shiratori, who voices Alice in the anime, that's Mokurin's schoolgirl Earthling counterpart and lead of the show, ended up being cast as Maria in the.
Okay, also this is weird because the same thing happened for Frontier. If you remember Frontiers, did you ever get the thought by sneezing? No, I had the thought. But no, this happened. The same thing happened for Frontiers, if you remember, because the voice actor for Rey in Evangelion voices Sage in Frontiers, and Frontiers is very clearly inspired by Evangelion, and like with like it's mainly the mechs and like the world ending, like the angels and all that stuff. It's and also the hedgehog, what is it called? Paradox hedgehog. So it's something. I think it's a paradox. It's called the Hedgehog Paradox. They reference it in Evangelion. I mean, I know this because I've watched Evangelion. Like, I haven't heard this from anyone. I literally just watched Evangelion. It's like, oh yeah, no, I see that. No, that's right there. The mechs are like literally the mechs are the people. They do the thing, right? And then the Hedgehog Paradox, which is the concept. And guys, really learned about some science today. The concept of the Hedgehog Paradox is basically like the closer you try to be to someone, the harder it is for you to.
I'm kind of running out of ideas, Bucko. I don't even know.
Okay, that was weird. But yeah, the Hedgehog Paradox is basically just like it's the idea that like people want to get closer to each other, right? You want, because you want to be close to people, right? That's the nature of humans. But because people have individuality, you can never truly align yourself with somebody mentally, and so there's always going to be, the closer you are to someone, the more it will hurt to those points that make you individuals will come in contact with each other, and they'll clash more often the closer you are. And so that's the paradox, right? It's like hedgehogs in winter when they want to get close to each other, but because they have spines, they prick each other. That's the example they use in Evangelion when they explain it. It's like a thematic thing, but you can kind of look at Frontiers kind of like that, where it's all about trying to connect to people, but connecting to people is hard because of the something with the, I don't know, metaverse something cyberspace. You can make it work if you wanted to. I don't really care. I don't have the energy to make it work, but you can see how it works that way.
Japanese version of Sonic Adventure 2. Maikawa said it seemed like destiny, but it also seems like he was pushing for Sonic to go into space from the get-go. Early on in the game's production, Maikawa proclaimed in front of all his colleagues, Sonic will go to space this time, because it's become the 21st century already.
Sorry, what?
First, everyone was shocked at this choice in story direction, but everyone eventually got on board, leading to the space colony section of the game being made. Interestingly, Maikawa is not a fan of Sonic's character in the 16-bit games, and felt
Oh my god, guys! Guys, they hate it. Guys, secret update. The guy who wrote Sonic Adventure 2 hates Sonic, okay? And that's why he ruined Sonic's character. Oh my, he ruined him.
that it didn't fit Sonic at all. So when he got the chance to write the story for Sonic Adventure, he set out to create a version of Sonic that he himself would like. But for Sonic Adventure 2, Maikawa ended up writing his favorite character of the entire franchise,
There he
Shadow
is.
the Hedgehog.
There he
Early on in
is.
the game's development, it had already been decided that there would be a black hedgehog character. But other than being cool like Sonic, his personality had not been yet settled on. It wasn't until late one night on the drive home from work when Shadow crept into Maikawa's mind. Maikawa was mentally going over the scene where Sonic confronts Shadow for the first time, and Sonic blurts out, "I found you, Faker." Shadow spoke out in Maikawa's mind for the first time, saying, "Faker? I think you're the fake hedgehog around here." Maikawa grew fond of Shadow and even told Sonic Channel, "There are times when I feel a stronger bond with Shadow than my true relatives. I cannot think of
Oh, that's cold. Oh my god, that's day. Oh my god, that's so what? Oh my god, no. Oh no, 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 no. How's the coding going? It's going okay. I'm trying not to get distracted, but that's day. Oh my god, guys, we need to help this guy. There are times when I feel a stronger bond with Shadow than my true relatives. I cannot think of others anymore. That's so sad. Oh my god. Oh my god, I've probably heard that before, but I think I've completely forgotten that quote before.
Anymore. One of the most
That's beast mode. That's terror. That's so sad.
the Chow. And there's quite a few interesting
A broken family man would say that. I know.
There's an
Head of the
unused line in
curve.
Sonic
It's so
Adventure 2's
tragic, dude.
data where Amo Chow states,
Did you know the doctor's mustache is fake?
this voice clip had been used to infer that Dr. Eggman's mustache is fake by some extremely poor fact checkers. But
Got
this
him.
is actually not the case. The Japanese version has a nearly identical piece of unused audio, which makes it clear that Amo Chow is not referring to Eggman, but to a Dr. Chow, another name for the Chow principal, who has a suspiciously fake-looking mustache. And another unused line has Amo Chow say,
Don't play a TV game over 1 hour.
which frankly is advice you can ignore. But what you shouldn't ignore is this curious piece of data that went undiscovered for over 2 decades. In the root directory of all US copies of the Dreamcast version of Sonic Adventure, there's some old file upload data in the form of 2 bin files, Sonic ADV_H00.bin and Sonic ADV_H0.
Let me lock in a little bit.
These files use an earlier structure compared to the final file format, and while they aren't compatible with any version of the final game as is, there is some interesting data within these files. Within one of these files is actually a baby Chow called Buddy. The Chow is about 65% of the way towards evolving and wears a set of rabbit ears. This little guy was submitted by Sega A at concentric.net, which is presumably a Sega employee. Sonic Adventure 2 has 20 unique types of Chow, but only 10 can be obtained normally, including DLC Chow. A lot of these unobtainable Chow are only seen in the Chow races, but can be put into the gardens with cheats. That said, there are 2 kinds of Chow that go completely unused. These are actually part of a trio along with the Moon Chow, a Dreamcast DLC Chow. While most unused Chow from the original game were removed from Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, even more unused Chow can be found along with all the unique types of eggs that go along with them. There's also another set of eggs linked to Chow, but due to the way these Chow are required, the eggs go unused. Just like most eggs in the game, these eggs also have shiny variants. Exclusively within Sonic Adventure 2's original release, a picture can be seen on the walls of the Chow kindergarten showing a playground. There's even textures within the game that match the picture from the kindergarten. And when these textures are applied to geometry discovered within the PC version, we can get an idea of what this area would have looked like, and the impression that it was once a playable area. It seems there was also a library planned at some point, and based on its file name, it seems like it was also planned to be accessible from the kindergarten. In the library, players could download or create new stories for Chow Adventure 2. While this was never fully implemented, Chow Adventure 2 still had the modular design needed to support multiple stories, and there's 10 unused story files on the disc. Fans have heavily requested for Chow and Chow.
I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. Something. Let's get to. Guys, it's my favorite game.
Chronicles as a long-running series, so that begs the question: why didn't Chronicles 2 get made? The first game sold about 1 million copies. It was
1 million copies. All right, I'm skipping it a little more.
Under his employment. Furthermore, the file date
Oh,
from the prototype proved
that looks
definitively that it was
so lame. Oh my god, that sucks.
made before Sonic Riders, as he claims. In the interests of balance, I did contact both Yuji Naka and Sega multiple times to hear their side of the
Yuji
story,
Naka?
but both declined to comment. Sonic X-treme marks one of the many games lost in the Blue Hedgehog's long history.
Oh my
It's
god, it
also
looks
one
that
we
looks
might never have
ridiculous.
discovered were it not for the actions of a few rogue ex-employees from Visionscape. The
What is that? what was that thing?
The company had announced it was shutting down in 2006, at which point Matt instructed a few of his remaining staff to dispose of their old development hardware. He had arranged for them to deliver a series of dev kits to an electronic
And I guess it's just a
recycling
skateboard
plant.
game, I don't know.
Evidently, some of this technology never made it there. Instead, it appears to have been sold about, being traded between private collectors before eventually being recovered and preserved by Andrew Bowman. Officially, nothing ever came of Visionscape's Sonic hoverboarding project, but depending on who you believe, it could be possible that there is a causal link between the existence of it and an entire series of Sonic spin-off games.
Wow. Wow. Sonic glitches. Oh my god.
Did you know? The Sonic series didn't even get past the first game's title screen without a glitch. The text "Press Start" button was supposed to show up in the final game, but doesn't. Sonic Retro user Quickman discovered that this text still exists in the game, but isn't shown due to a programming bug. The Sonic Team Presents screen uses the same chunk of memory as the Press Start button text, and as the memory isn't cleared properly, Press Start button doesn't appear. It's possible that the Sonic Team Presents screen was added or modified after the title screen was finished, and the game's code wasn't updated to accommodate the change. The Sonic series went on to have so many glitches that the Sonic 3 instruction book actually referenced them. The manual says these game-ending
Well, I'm sorry. What the hell are we? It had so many glitches. We had to address it. Is that what is this?
bugs are Robotnik's diabolical trap.
Oh boy, dude, this is some 2000s content if there ever was one. I don't know if I like this.
And advises the player to reset their console if they fall into a trap they can't escape from. Glitches also had a large impact on Sonic's early fan community. According to Sonic veteran Yuji Naka, the debug mode was left in Sonic 1 because they felt players would have fun with it. One of the series' more infamous glitches came from this decision. The palette-swapped Sonic, dubbed Ashura by fans. To activate the glitch, the player must input both the level select code and the debug mode code. Then enter Emerald Hill Zone and rapidly place waterfall sprites. If done correctly, Sonic's palette will change from the familiar blue to green, red,
Oh my
and
God,
black hues.
it's
This
Surge.
glitch happens because there's limited
I
space in the
think.
sprite status table, which stores information about the game's sprites. When enough waterfalls are placed, they exceed the table's memory, and the data spills over into the neighboring
Okay, I
palette
think-
cache,
I think
altering
we
Sonic's
got
colors. The glitch
the
was
kick
first
out. Let me test
discovered
the
by
kick out a
Charles
little bit.
Keegan Mugg, who ran a Sonic fan site in the early
Oh,
90s.
oh, gotta do the
dedicated
actual
to
coding for this,
Japanese
hold on.
games and media. He dubbed the glitch recolor Ashura. While the glitch seems fairly innocuous, it had a huge impact on the Sonic community, with fans attaching themselves to the character.
Oh my
and
God,
creating
look,
art,
it's-
comics, and
whoa.
fan fiction around Ashura. A similar bug can be found in the Sega 32X
It's Surge,
game
everybody.
Knuckles Chaotix. By entering the stage select code, the player can pick an unknown character whose name only appears as a series of asterisks. The character uses Knuckles' sprite, but with a garbled color scheme. This character has been dubbed Weknia by the community, a portmanteau of white and echidna. To explain
Y'all ever heard of Weknia? Sonic Brazil. Y'all ever heard of Weknia? Can you? Ooh, that's not a great, guys. That's a really. I feel like it's a pretty bad name. I don't know. Am I crazy? Is it crazy to not be a fan of Weknia? I feel that's a disease. I don't like that.
Weknia's existence, we need to look back to Knuckles
No, I
Chaotix'
haven't.
prototype on the Genesis, Sonic Crackers. Crackers.
What was that game called again? Oh man, I really gotta do a slop stream sometime. We gotta get back to playing random video games, dude.
cast of Chaotix, instead starring only Sonic and Tails. As development progressed, the cast and
This
even
is
the
cute.
console completely changed. However, remnants of Sonic and Tails' presence can still be found in the final release.
This is fun.
Mighty occupies the first slot in the character select screen, and his sprites are clearly based on Sonic sprites from the Crackers prototype, alongside
Please,
some from Sonic
please don't say
CD.
that.
This would mean Mighty is a modified Sonic, explaining his placement as the first character. Weknia is in the second character slot. This suggests the character is just leftover code from Tails that latched onto whatever moves and art assets the code was pointing at. This theory is all but proven by prototype 0119. In this build, holding up and jump will make Weknia float, which, while not animated, functions identically to Tails' flight. Although 2D Sonic games have their share of glitches, 3D Sonic games are more closely associated with bugs. The weak collision detection in Sonic Adventure lets players perform many tricks to access areas they aren't supposed to. In the Dreamcast version, the player can complete Sonic's final egg extremely quickly using a glitch. By charging up a lightspeed dash and then spin dashing off the ramp at the start, the player can clip out of bounds. If done correctly, they'll find an animal capsule,
Let's
which
test
ends
this
the
out
level.
quickly.
It's unknown why the capsule was left here, and it was removed in
Weknia is a
subsequent
classic
books.
glitch.
The
I
Sonic
hate his
Adventure
name.
Bug Database is a collection of bug
I hate
reports made by
Weknia, dude.
internal
No
staff
more.
between 1998 and 1999, and has many entries after the game's Japanese release. The database is currently hosted online and illustrates some of the problems Sonic Adventure faced. A number of bugs are the game testers voicing concerns or suggesting content to be added. Some comments include suggesting a multiplayer mode in Twinkle Park, concerns about Tails following Sonic into the shower in Casinopolis, asking
What?
for the level Lost World to have a different name, perhaps to avoid
Level what? Sorry, say that again. Oh, the level's called what?
association with the film, and even a suggestion that Sonic shouldn't be able to take a Chow egg from a store, as it violated Sega's guidelines on encouraging antisocial behavior. Some testers also complained that the game had too many human characters. They asked that more animal characters be added, such
And you, well, look where we are. I guess I don't know. I mean, I guess there's are there. I don't remember what was the last human we saw. I guess Maria. Nah, never mind. It doesn't really matter. But I feel like we've seen a lot of animals recently.
just characters from Sonic the Fighters.
So I guess that guy got his wish.
In
I guess.
Sonic Adventure
Good
2,
for him.
Notes from testers can be found in the game itself. The mission descriptions for the test level read: First mission, make sure we debug this. Second mission, find 100 bugs. Third mission, find bugs that you couldn't find.
Gerald,
Last
yeah, you're
mission,
right,
try
Gerald.
Bug 0. Despite the testers' determination, some bugs still made it into the final game. One of the
Eggman.
series' most iconic
That's not a guy. That's an egg. That's an Eggman, dude. He's an egg.
sequences, the
The
truck
girl from Tails Tube. Oh, you're right. Oh yeah, we have the Tails Tube girl. You're right. You're right.
chase and
You're right,
Cityscape
you're correct.
can be ruined if the player turns around and air dashes at the truck as soon as it appears. By dashing with precise timing, Sonic will intimidate the truck into reversing through the barrier, letting the player finish the level in peace.
Hi,
This
Big.
glitch occurs because of a constant distance buffer between Sonic and the truck. If the player defies expectations and turns around at the right time, the truck ends up reversing to maintain the
How do they
buffer.
not
In the
test
game's
this? That's
Chow
crazy.
Garden, the player has the option to sell their unwanted items for rings. The player's ring total is saved in the game's save slot, which is separate
Okay.
from the Chow Garden save slot. As the game save slot updates before the Chow Garden save slot, by
I'm
selling
testing
items
out
at the
the
Chow
double
area
jump
and
right
then
now
quitting
just to make
without
sure it
saving,
works
the
for
player
us.
can update their ring total in-game without losing any items. Despite this being a fairly popular glitch, it was not fixed in any version of the game. The Chow Garden is associated with another glitch known as the Chow Key glitch. If the player dies, there's a 75-frame window before the screen fades out, which can be useful for glitching. If the player dies as they complete the level, they will be sent back to the previous checkpoint in full control of their character as the results screen appears. If the player then collects the Chow Key right as the level ends, the game will wrong warp the character. Rather than send them to the Chow Garden as it normally would, it instead sends
Okay,
them
what's
to
the
the test
button
level.
for
This
double
glitch
jump?
doesn't
Let's
work
see.
on the Dreamcast version, but in versions with a 16:9 aspect ratio, it's possible to activate the glitch in other ways. If the player locks the camera at the right distance from the key as it's collected, it won't be able to
I guess it would
reach
be the jump. I guess it would be the
become a
jump button
2D
again, right?
image. The key will remain
So let's
a
fix
3D
this. Hold on.
model, which will also activate the glitch once the level is completed. Ordinarily, this glitch will send the player to the test level, but it's possible to use it to reach other levels. By playing a best of 3 in multiplayer before activating the Chow Key glitch, the
fine.
game will
Should be okay.
transport the player to the last level played in the best of 3. This way, levels can be played by characters they weren't designed for. It's theorized that the game has a value that tracks if a player came directly from one level into another without going through a menu, which would be found in best
Sorry
of
for just
3
leaving you guys
by
with
using
the
Chow
game
Key.
here,
When the player
or with
collects
the
Chow
with the
Key, this
the
value
Did You
is
Know
set to
Gaming
7
guy.
the
Okay.
Chow Garden once the level ends. With the
I'm
Chow
just,
Garden,
this
this value is not updated, so it'll send the player to the last value entered. The test level is evidently a default value, so it sends the player there unless they overwrite it by playing the multiplayer.
Okay, something happened there. Oh, okay, okay, let's try it, okay.
Sonic 06 is notoriously glitchy, with too many bugs to detail in this video. The game is so buggy, in fact, that one of Sonic's basic abilities wasn't programmed correctly.
I'm gonna skip ahead. skip it a little bit. It's okay, the Did You Know Gaming guy knows a lot about gaming. I'm learning. Okay, well, learn about this.
Debuted in Sonic Adventure. From Shadow the Hedgehog onwards, they were replaced by the 4Kids cast that dubbed
Oh
Sonic
no,
X.
voice
The
acting
game also marked
lore.
the last time Eggman's voice actor, Dean Bristow, would record new lines for the character before he passed on. Dedicated Sonic fans assume that Bristow's passing is what made Sega replace the existing voice lineup with the Sonic X cast, but this isn't the case. In 2008, Sonic fan site SonicScene.net interviewed Eggman's current voice actor, Mike Pollock.
Hi, Mike Pollock.
Revealed in the interview that the choice to replace the Sonic Adventure cast with Sonic X's was made before Bristow passed away.
Is he still evil? Guys, is Mike Pollock still evil? Has he said anything more evil since the last time he said something evil? Does anyone have any updates on Mike Pollock's grand schemery? I feel like he can't be evil now. I feel like he's probably reformed, right? Come on, I feel like he has to. Come on, he's gotta know, right? He's gotta know. He can't be that evil. No clue. Okay, we don't know. I mean, listen. I hope. Listen, he still has the role locked in. I can't really think of anyone else who would want for Eggman, but I don't know, man. I hope he's not. I hope he's not evil. I hope he's reformed. He hasn't tweeted 2015. Oh, 2025. That's a year. What was the last tweet he made? Can we see that?
Pollock said it was strictly a business decision, which also lines up with statements from Simon Jeffrey, who was president of Sega of America from 2005 to 2009.
You probably most likely didn't know how bad things were that he was saying. I mean, in 2025, he's old. Yeah, but old people run politics, so I feel like there are old people. It's like it's not really an excuse, especially if you're especially if he's a coherent performer, right? He is a competent voice actor. He's a pretty good performer, right? I feel like he should know as a performer not to do the, you know what I mean? He should have some media training or like some. I feel like he would have a professional persona to keep on. I'm just kind of surprised. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe he is just old, but I don't know. Roger Craig Smith is also old, but that guy's woke as heck, I think.
Jeffrey told SonicStadium.org, Sega of America.
Also, so is the Shadow guy is super old. Okay, guy who voices Shadow is freaking ancient, and that guy is pretty chill. I think. I hope he's normal. I don't know. You know, maybe we should make Sonic voice actors not be American. Maybe that would solve the problem. Not that Americans are the problem, but I think there's just too many red lines you could trip over there. I think if we just move it to a different country, I think if all the Sonic voice actors were Japanese or something, people would care less. Or if we move it to I don't know, Sweden, nothing bad happens in Sweden. It'd probably be normal over there. Your people would be normal about it. Sega would not give 5 cents for an official renders of IDW comic characters until Crossworlds. I guess, yeah. The more terminally online I get, the more I realize 90% of the voice actors legitimately have zero media training other than Roger Craig Smith, unless he's just pretty permanently chill. I think it's not really about media training. It's more just the logic of it, right? Because you don't need training to know that Twitter is bad for you. You know that? You know, you can just not. You can just not be on Twitter. Why would you think that they'd pay money for internet lessons to the voice actors? No. I'm saying that Mike Pollock, as a professional voice actor who's done anime and stuff, should know that the internet is a crusty place. And he's also the voice actor for Sonic the Hedgehog. How does he not know Sonic the Hedgehog is a highly internetly charged series? You should know that. If that's the case, okay, if I were a voice actor, if I were working on Sonic at all, I would run away from the internet, okay? Ian Flynn is a psycho for running a podcast, okay? Ian Flynn is a sicko because he has a podcast. I don't understand how he does it. But even Flynn isn't on Twitter, you know what I mean? He knows. None of those IDW writers, except for, I think, Dan Smith, you know, except for the couple, you know, the smaller, like, less frequent ones, none of those guys are on Twitter. Kishimoto was on Twitter briefly, but he wasn't, you know, Kishimoto, the director of Sonic Frontiers, he was on Twitter, but he only talked about game stuff, and then he left. People, they are dumb, they know, people know what's up. Why didn't nobody tell Mike? Like, nobody is advertising Alex Lee, advising Alex Lee about those insane streams. He just goes crazy. Not a bad thing, just not as sanitized. No, exactly. Alex Lee knows what's going on because Alex Lee was born in the internet, you know? He knows what it is. Like, voice actors don't really need that because they don't have such a parasocial celebrity culture, so then voice actors with social media treat it completely differently to regular actors on social media, which is fine if they're chill guys like Yuri Lowenthal, but it's like Mike Pollock and that's a disaster. Are you saying... Sorry, hold on. No, I think there is a parasocial... See, that's the problem with Mike Pollock being Eggman and being evil, is that there is a parasocial element. He is... Okay, it's kind of hard to think about this in a weird way, because it's not really true in any sense of the word, but voice actors are the characters, right? Roger Craig Smith is Sonic, right? He doesn't write the character, right? But his performance, he puts on the costume of Sonic, right? If you were to have Sonic appear in a show or in anything, or like in a crossover, or like in a costume or whatever, you would want him to be voiced by Roger Craig Smith because Roger Craig Smith is, you know what I mean? And so in that sense, when people see Eggman going wild on the timeline, they're like, oh shoot, maybe not, you know, maybe, hey, Eggman, hey, why is Eggman being crazy? You're ruining my life, or ruining my childhood, Mike Pollock, you know, by being more evil than Eggman was somehow. I mean, yeah, there's a parasocial thing because it's like Sonic, but there's not a Mike Pollock fan club in the same way you get a Tom Holland fan club. I disagree. I super disagree. Dude, people are fans of voice actors. It's not the same, you're right, in terms of like the degree, right? They're not like physical actors, so like you don't see their faces and stuff like that. But like their voices are that, like the way they deliver characters, the way their voices do that. Tom Kenny learns the lines. Exactly. There are voice actors I think get less credit just because, you know, being an actor on screen is the highest credit you can get in any piece of media ever. I think being an on-screen actor is like that, right? There's like a hierarchy, right? There's on-screen actor, there's director, there's writer, and then there's like voice actor somewhere underneath that, right? There's a layer of like how recognized you'll be depending on what role in media you have. But voice actors are there, right? You have to be really prominent or really notable for like a particular role. Usually it comes like a big piece, like Deku's voice actor, for example, right? I don't know his name, but the voice of Deku is incredibly iconic, like insanely iconic, wildly iconic. Goku, Sean Schemmel. Sean Schemmel's another one, big one, right? You can't have Goku without Sean Schemmel. Literally impossible. I can't imagine Goku without Sean Schemmel or the what's her name who voices him in English or Japanese. Right, that's literally like Sean should do the Goku screen, like the whole Goku voice. That is a generational talent voice right there, right? Irreplaceable. You can't separate those two things now. Those are because his performance is too good. He's just too good of a VA for Goku. Literally impossible to make it anything else at this point, right? People and like there's a whole like parasocial element to it where you go, well, that's Sean Schemmel. He's at least half of my favorite parts of Goku. He's the voice of Goku, right? And people are going to engage with voiced media more than they're going to engage with like a written piece of media. So, to most people who watch Dragon Ball Z, Sean Schemmel is in fact Goku. You know, nobody's reading the right. I guess people are reading the manga, but what I mean is more that more people have watched the anime and heard his voice than have read the manga, probably. That's my assessment. That's my judgment. Not as a bad thing, but I'm, you know, that's sort of what I think is going on there. Anyway, back to the video. I'm gonna put the video back on and go back to
Japan. They reside
putting
in
up this
Japan
code.
and do not come under my jurisdiction at all. Likewise, I know this will make you all mad. Sega of America has no say in the voice.
I've noticed Homer Simpson, Dan Castellaneta doesn't really have a big cultivated following, even though he's incredible and arguably one of the most famous animated characters of all time. So I'd say it's way easier for voice actors to go under the radar if they want to. I think so. I think it depends on like the relevance of the character as well, because Homer Simpson isn't. My politics unfortunately just turned me line and old. Yeah, I agree, but Homer Simpson isn't like a particularly relevant character either. Like Homer, like the Simpsons are around, and there's definitely they're ubiquitous, but it's kind of on the level of like Mickey Mouse. It's Mickey Mouse versus Bugs Bunny. Like Bugs Bunny is perpetually more relevant than Mickey Mouse is, even though Mickey Mouse is obviously like more profitable. If that makes like Bugs Bunny just comes like they bring back Bugs Bunny. It's like, oh, that's the bit. Like he's just like right, like just some characters are just more electric than others. Homer is a relevant character. He was in Fortnite Skin 100. I guess so, but like. I get maybe that's my bias speaking, but I just don't. Homer Simpson as a character, I don't feel pops up as much as I'll put it this way. Seth MacFarlane as Peter Griffin Family Guy, to me, is far more. He's far more like in I think you're anti-Simpson biased. It might be right. I agree with that. That might be fine. I'm just saying that like I think I know who voices Peter Griffin. I do not know who voices Homer Simpson, and I think that's because. And again, I've watched about as much Family Guy, discounting the video game that I played. I've watched as much Family Guy as I've probably watched The Simpsons. I've watched not a lot. I've watched clips of both, really. But I do feel like there's something about the way Simpsons is in terms of like the zeitgeist where like it's incredibly popular, but I don't. You know what it is. I think the behind the scenes. I think people aren't as into the behind the scenes of those things. You know. There's sort of a, because a lot of things have like they made this because of this reason, right? Or like this guy was on set and he did that, right? I think there's an investment in some media projects, the behind the scenes element, because like for example, right, we know who makes Sonic games, right? Everybody knows, like, or not everybody, but like everybody knows, like, or not. Okay, so I can't stop saying everybody. People know like Sonic composers by name. People know Sonic developers by name. People know the people who make like the Sonic comics and the level design, right? People know a lot of those people by name because they dig through the credits for those kind of things. You don't know those things for Mario, right? We know like Koji Kondo composes Mario games, but like, could you name another composer for Mario? Probably not. But you can name a dozen composers for Sonic. That's not because the Sonic composers are more popular than Koji Kondo or whoever's making Mario music. That's because the community around Sonic is more interested in digging into that kind of thing. I think that's what I mean to say, probably. I don't know. Oh, Dark Pit. Mr. MacFarlane is a generational talent in plenty of things. He can write television insane and make a music and voice act 50% of Family Guy. So it's easier to know the behind the scenes of someone like that who engages with the fandom than people who just walk around recording the booth to live life. No, that's sort of what I mean. That's sort of exactly what I mean, right? The media, right? That you give if some fan groups of people dig into the back end of their media, and so those are the ones that get that, you know. Also goes on way more talk shows. But do you think the voice of Homer Simpson wouldn't be able to go in talk shows if he wanted to? I wonder. I guess Seth MacFarlane does just have more clout. I guess Seth MacFarlane just does do more. You're probably right. I guess to me, Simpsons just isn't the kind of show that people dig into the people enjoy The Simpsons. It's very popular, but I don't think people analyze The Simpsons on they don't like try to break down who did what as much. They don't break down the logistics and the creation of the show as much. Not that it's uninteresting to do so, but I just think it's, you know, there's just less engagement there. You know, the property does not bend to the fan as much, I think. Maybe that's my take. That's my take. I don't know. Okay, where I'm trying to make sure this trying to make sure this works. Well, I'm testing this thing out. Because with this, the double jump will be completed. On my brain. Okay, that doesn't make sense. Okay, let's try this again. Let's trigger. Not okay, not quite. Hold on. A little awkward right now.
Casting. Absolutely none. One thing that set Sonic Advance 3 apart from the first two games was its use of teams, and according to an interview with IGN, it was Yuji Naka who conceived this partner system. It wasn't the first time in the Advance series that players could use two characters at once, however. By using a cheat code on the original Sonic Advance's character select screen, it's possible to play as Sonic with Tails following him, like in Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Sonic Advance 3 was planned internally at Sonic Team, but was again exported to DIMPS because of a lack of staff and resources at Sega. The Sonic Advance series contains a number of musical references to other games in the series. The Invincibility jingle in the first Sonic Advance is a remix of the Invincibility jingle in Sonic 1 and 2.
Wow, guys, just on it.
Paradise remixes the minigame music from Sonic Advance's Tiny Chow Garden. Sunset Hill Zone from Sonic Advance 3 is a remix of Green Hill Zone from the original Sonic the Hedgehog, but it also takes its drum samples from Sonic Battle's Central City theme. Similarly, parts of Route 99 were remixed from Tails' Lab from Sonic Battle. Alter Emerald remixes Holy Summit, and the secret level Non-Aggression remixes E1215's theme from Sonic Battle. Sonic Battle is perhaps referenced so often in Sonic Advance 3's music because of the nature of its villain. G-Merle is based on
Double jump works.
The copy.
Sorry, gonna get back to the game here. The double jump does work. But I'm not sure it works the way we want it to. Here, let's take a look here. What the hell is this song? Wait. Here, let's take a look here. So here's the game. Where is it? So double jump does work. It do work, but however, let's take a look at this. So it does work. Let me see here. Let's take a peek here. So what happens is hitbox is off. Player. Oh, yeah. Let me give control here. Jump. Weird. Okay, so jumping activates the hitbox, it seems. So I gotta make it a different input, I think. Let's see. Let's see. This is this is the part of coding that gets a little tough. And to be honest, I think here's what I think we could do. I think we should save all this for next stream or for a different stream. I think. What do you think? Because we did a lot of planning, we did a lot of coding, we hung out, we chilled, we vibed, and we have our plan for the preview for the game, right? I think we can make this a two-parter, gamers. I think we can make this a two-parter. We'll come back to this next week. What do we think? We've made some good progress, you know. We've gotten some live feedback. We've sort of got the game to work. I think what we do is I implement all your ideas. Right, we'll get all the code done so I can do the coding in peace and think about this. And then I'll add in a little bit of extra to make it visually cool, and then we design some levels. It's been a good vibe, but I'm excited for the Eternites, so I hope it doesn't get rid of the week. No, it would not. No. So I'm saying next week, maybe around the same time, right? We can come back to this. We can come back to our Donkey Kong game, our wonderful game concept. I think. What do we think? That said, for now, we can switch it up if we want. Are we in the mood for maybe a little bit of Eternites, or can we end it here and just kind of and make it a nice short one? Because tomorrow we have Portal. We have Portal 2 tomorrow. What are we thinking? We can play. Oh, guys, Crossworlds. Crossworlds, gamers, Sonic Crossworlds. Oh my god. How goofy of me. We can play cross. Oh, guys, everybody hop on Crossroads. Guys, it's Crossroads. Wait, okay, wait. Are Turnights or Crossroads? What? Is the festival? Is the festival for Crossroads happening now? If it is, then we can do it now. But if not, I mean, it's probably better to wait then, right? I don't know if the festival's happening now. It could be, but I don't know. Unsure? Let me check. I'll boot up the game and look. I'll take a peek. I'll take a little snack. A little sneak peek. I'll take a quick peek at the game. And if it's not, we can play, do we want to play Eternites? Now, I feel like Eternites is a big game. I really want to put 2 hours. Okay, if we're playing Eternites, that's another 2 hours of stream, which means I need like a 10-minute break or something. Is that fine? If we end up playing Eternites, is 2 hours okay of bonus stream time? How much Eternites? I'm saying 2 hours because I think Eternites needs time. Eternites needs time is what I'm saying. I'd enjoy Eternites. I would also enjoy Eternites. I just think I need like 5 minutes to re-energize, and then we can jump right into it, and we can do that for another 2 hours, which is a 5-hour stream. The streams get longer. They get a little longer every time. All right, let me check and see if the festival's up. Take a break. You earned it. Yeah, we can. Arale, she's in the game. Here, let me just swap over to Crossroads so we can like look at it for a second. Also, you're doing longer and longer. No, stop! You're killing. No, I'm dying. No. Please, I just want to stream my funny video game. Please, I'm just a gamer. I'm just a gamer who games. Oh. Okay, oh. Okay, there's Arale. Is it Aurel? How do we say her name? Arale. Arale? Aurel? I think it's Aurel, but I don't know if it's Arale. I think it's probably Arale in Japanese, but Aurel in English because that's how English people say it. Oh my god, I got Tails art. Oh, and I gotta change the window size. Hold on, okay, I'm getting. Oh my god, it's Puyo Sonic. Arlie? It's Arlie. What the hell are you talking about? Really funny how those Puyo fans got sad about the stickers and then they added Arale anyway. Oh my god, it's Puyo Tetris! Also, no, the event is not on. The event happens tomorrow. So... Sorry, the game's not zoomed in. The event happens tomorrow, so no. We can just leave this where it is, I think. I have Puyo Tetris too, but I stink at it. Wolfie, friend of the stream, Wolfie is very good at Puyo Tetris too. I love Puyo and Tetris. I'm more of a Puyoer than a Tetriser, but I respect Tetris, the art of a Tetris, you know. Anyway, I think it's time for Eternites. So let's pack up the Unity. Let's pack up the Unity game. We've come far with it. I'll come back around to. I'll make more Unity later. That'll be what I do. That's what I spend my time on later. But for now, it's time. I enjoy both, but Tetris makes me mad. Really. And requires internet connection and also sucks. The mobile game? I mean, I just play on my... I mean, they have the Tetrio. Tetrio's pretty solid. We should do Tetrio someday. Oh, it's just free Tetris. Free Tetris game on Tetrio. Let me see. Can I close Steam with the Steam closer? If not, then I'll have to manually turn off the gamepad controls, which will suck. But It'll be fine. I've had issues with Steam recently where I can't close anything. Just I just want to close for some reason. Suspended? Oh, okay, it works. Okay, never mind. Okay, we're good. We're fine. All right. Eternites, here I come. Eternites, here I come. Okay, let me get the Epic Game Store open. Hold on. Well, if it isn't Eternites. Let me get up and do a stretch. I've been sitting in my chair all day, guys. Gamers, I've been sitting in my chair all dang day. Sitting up for the stream. I hope it wasn't too disappointing, the gaming stream, because I think again, it's the first time we're trying this, so I think whoa, don't look at that. Hey, don't look at that. Hey, don't look. Hey, no looking. Hey. Whoa, why you showing me that? My Epic Game sign-in? Stop that. But yeah, I don't know. It's my first time doing the game thing. And I think when I make games, I think I focus a little too much. I zoom in on the details. So I think what we should do, if we ever do one of these again, I think we should do a planning stream. Give me your ideas, right? I show you the basics. You give me your ideas, and then we use the second stream to do all the building, right? Just so everything makes sense. Because I like the brainstorming segment was really good. The intro segment where we showed off all the stuff is really good. I just think we need to find the right balance of the tempered game design and the the actual game putting together part of the stream, you know? YouTube stream keeps jumping around? Really? Let me look at YouTube. Let me check the YouTube. It shouldn't be jumping. I don't think... Oh my god. That's a lot of dropped frames. Hold on, give me a second. Give me a second, actually. That's an insane amount of dropped frames. I don't like that one bit. If YouTube stream is having issues, we can restart and restop. Let me check the YouTube stream quickly. It seems okay. It seems okay. YouTube seems to be okay, but video maintains from receiving. As such, users will experience buffering. Oh, okay. Hold on. Well, in that case, here, I can juice it up. Hold on. YouTube is not receiving enough information. Okay, let's try this. I'm gonna raise it to about, let's say 800 gigabaud. I'm gonna do the fastest quality here. We're gonna do ultra low latency. The tuning, system bitrate. Hopefully this will be better. I don't know, but it does seem like the YouTube stream has a worse signal. Is it better? Is YouTube stream better now? Still says poor. Is there any way to fix this? Test. Yes? I think. Like, it's fine. It's done. Okay, we're done. We're fixed. YouTube stream says it has poor quality, which I believe, but I'm looking at it right now. It seems okay. It seems workable. Well, let me know if it keeps jumping around, because we had that issue last stream, but I think that was because the game itself was lagging out my computer, and every computer lag was a time stop of a lag in real time. So here, let me just clear everything out. Boy, I can't wait for more Eternates, everybody. Oh boy. I'm gonna close this. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna close. Oh, by the way, Eternights made in Unity, by the way, gamers. Eternights was made in Unity. What do you know? Our favorite game made in Unity. Everybody's favorite. Alright, so I'm gonna switch to Eternights. I'm gonna change the category to Eternights now. Eternights. Eternights. Returnights. Do that there. I'm gonna put a ping in the channel. We all forgive Unity because wait, why is there just a giant text that says Eternights on screen? Why? What? How did that happen? We all forgive Unity because Unreal Engine is the real villain of video game industry. I mean, Unity was almost a villain. There was a big panic at some point about Unity charging people for publishing rights or something. I forgot what it was, but there was like a big like you have to pay money for every dollar that it does the thing. It's like, oh my god, that's crazy, Unity. You can't be doing that. But then we bullied them to stop doing it, and so they stopped doing it. Okay, hold on. I'm going to you remember? Yeah. It was brutal. Okay. Would you technically have to pay Unity a percentage of your stream earnings? No, because I make no money. No, that's not how that works. No, that's not how that works. I think they were specifically talking about published video games. So if I published my stream setup on Steam for a certain amount of money, then yes. But no, no. That would be insanely hilarious if that's how that. I don't think that's what they meant, but I would be upset. What if you did make money though? I would not make money off a stream setup that only works for my computer. That'd be ridiculous. But maybe, I don't know. No, I would not have to pay them for my own personal, because it's published. It's a publishing cost. It's not like a license thing. It's a public. Oh, stop. Publishing videos and stream is a video game. I can interact with youth commands. Okay, but like you don't own but I own the video. I made it. It's mine. It's mine. They'd have to shoot me to take my stream platform from me. You'll never have my stream platform, Unity. You'll have to kill me to take it. They can get my stream revenue from my cold dead hands. By definition, you're a video game. Well, I mean, technically I'm not, because I can't. Well, I guess I can lose. I guess you're right. I guess there's a win and lose thing. Yeah, people can donate to this video game. No, they can't. Twitch doesn't let me. Twitch takes all the money right now. If more people, guys, if you subscribe right now, you can donate to the video game, and then you can start suing me. You can get Unity to sue me. But right now, no. Right now, I'm safe. I'm safe from all danger because yeah. You know, okay, here's what I'm gonna end the YouTube stream. I'm gonna restart the YouTube stream as a separate Eternights stream, I think. Here, I'm gonna end the YouTube stream and restart it. For just a quickie, alright? Give me a moment. It'll be back up, but for the sake of organization, it'll be better to make it a separate stream. Fellas, nobody give Star any money because evil Unity is going to take it all. No, please. No, I'm so poor and have no money, please. It's part 3. Okay. I'm gonna use my old Eternights thumbnail. Boo woo woo doo. Eternights. Okay, I'm gonna shut down the YouTube stream in a second. Give me a moment, and then we'll be right back with the YouTube stream. So, let me get up and stretch while this is turning, while the stream is coming back on. It's been a minute, Hammers. All right. Okay. Everybody stretch. Everybody do a big stretch for me. Everybody, gamers, it's stretch time. Okay, stretching is important for gaming. You need that gamer posture. Sorry, I moved my microphone a little bit. It might have made a noise there. It's still the same YouTube stream for me. Then whatever. It's fine. I'll make it a separate video or something. I'll figure it out. Probably should have waited a couple minutes maybe then.